day. I mean, 40. Jesus Christ.
It ain't hit yet. That's why we gotta get the liquid form, you know.
Facts, right? No, she was a full-term baby, 40 weeks and 1 day, exactly. She came out 8 pounds 11 ounces.
See, bro, I'm terrible. I don't remember none of that with my kids, bro.
Well, I mean, it just happened 5 weeks
ago. I know, but still, I like even so, I'd be like, bro, I don't.
Yeah, but your kids are much older now.
Yeah,
you got other shit.
The motherfuckers is talking. So
you got a lot of shit.
Bro. Player's curse is having a daughter first, you know. I'm just, you know, not that sexual situation, but no. Player's curse is having a daughter, bro. Having a boy is like, oh, you know, let's scrap. You know what I mean? Yeah. I can't wait for the scraps. The daughter is just like,
I still can't wait for the scraps.
The scraps is still fun with your daughter. Like,
she's gonna be a judo.
Roughhousing your kids is like the best.
Yeah.
Like it's what else are we supposed to do? Like, you don't want to fight? Okay.
I'm gonna be practicing my judo on her, dude.
My son just loves to fight my dad all the time, but he won't fight me.
Right. That sounds about right.
But see, this is why I gotta watch this dude, man, because he knows he's small. He knows that he's not big yet.
He be sizing you up.
So my dad be letting him win sometimes. So he's like, okay,
he's getting the wrong impression.
So, but no, he goes, he's old. You know, he's like, but dad still trains people and works out, and those are his medals in the garage and stuff. Like, nah, I don't wanna do that just yet.
Yet though.
It's keywords with this dude. I be looking at him like, why is he keywording and stuff? Oh, nah, just when I get bigger. When this dude turned 4, he came up to me and did this. I said, what is this? What does this mean? 3-year-old Brandon's no longer here. I'm taller. I'm bigger. I'm 4 now. I'm 4. Like, yo, you can't. Is each year gonna be this hard? Like on your birthday, G? He's like, you see me, fam.
Every year.
Every year.
You on his birthday, he's just gonna charge you up every year.
Inside
until he finally feels ready,
bro. And
then you're gonna have to put his ass down,
bro. I can't. I'm like, man, when do I get on my TRT? Like, do I wait until I'm like 40, 45? Because I know, yeah,
bro.
It's probably gonna be at 40.
Imagine,
like, bro, how
you gotta sleep your kid on his birthday?
Hey, I look at have you ever watched like Rampage and his son? Rampage Jack, man. That's how I feel like. I feel like that's my future. Like, yo, what you say? I'll still get you. You know. But it's the same thing with like my cousins now, like, or anybody that I grew up with. It's just like, hey, no, like, let's tussle. Like, nah, fam, you can. I'm like, oh, now nobody want to mess with me. That's crazy. Like, I ain't even that cold. Like, yeah, no, you know shit, cuz.
You know some shit.
Every time now, like, nah, you cool.
Dude, because people forget you also know jiu-jitsu.
All the time. It still makes me, like, back at John, it's like, oh, he's just a Muay Thai coach. Or, like, people that, you know, mess around with me now. Oh, yeah, he just knows Muay Thai, boxing.
But like that day Islam took you down in sparring, I'll never forget that shit.
Bro.
Full-blown Muay Thai class.
Yeah.
16-ounce gloves. This man shoots a blast double.
Bro, we talked about that the other day. I was just like, man, he really thought like, oh, like, he might be piecing me up here, but fuck it, I'm gonna go for this double. It's just like, no, okay, play my guard then. Like, damn, I'm suffocating here too. Yes, like, what you think this is?
Muay Thai class, dog.
Bro.
We weren't even in MMA, and this man just shoots a double.
Blasting double.
I remember just looking over, being like, well. You gonna learn one way or another.
Like that wasn't smart for you either. Like, I do miss jiu-jitsu though.
Dude, it's the
like
most
I'm
fun.
a fucking forever blue belt, and I'm just like,
it's the most fun, bro. It's the most fun. You gotta get back to it.
Man,
you just gotta come in and drop in house.
Man,
train under the best.
Man, look, But it's so crazy from like when I started and then to how many gyms there are now.
Oh yeah.
Like there was nothing in North Austin, you know, and Cedar Park, and now like all the way up to Killeen, there's gyms now. It's just like
everywhere.
Yeah. Everywhere, and it's crazy. It's crazy. It is crazy. And I feel like I'm like, damn. I feel like the old man in the game. Like I'm like, oh, I remember this and I remember that, and like, oh, but I'm like, oh fuck.
My friends training at Kingsway say it's just surreal. Yeah. Like my normal friends.
Yeah.
Not the professional athlete friends, but the normal friends, right? That are training there.
Yeah.
They say it's just surreal.
Yeah.
Getting to learn from John. My buddy was like, he texted me. He's been going to the pro class now.
Yeah.
Because he moved out here specifically for Kingsway.
Yeah.
And he's texting me. He was like, John remembered my name. And I was like, bro, that's actually lit.
Bro. It be little moments where like you want a fanboy with like certain, like when you finally meet people, and then afterwards you're like, oh, everybody's just regular. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I remember like my highlight like coaching spot was like when Kate beat one of Crew Bob's students. And Crew Bob was like, good job, coach.
Was this at the tournament?
Yeah, that was at the tournament. Yeah. And I was just like,
bro, she sat a girl down with a jab. Kate was different.
Kate was
different, bro.
Kate was different. Kate hit so hard, bro. Like, that Shark Tank I had, like, yo, like, why'd you hit me that hard, Kate? Everybody else is going real cool. And Kate, like, hit me with a hook that I was just like, the fuck was that for?
She was about that life.
You know what? And it's always funny, bro. Like, the women always, I feel like, now more than ever have, like, this extra chip. Like, it's always been there, but normally it's, like, with the thicker girls, you know what I mean? But now it's just like, why y'all small motherfuckers are just cracking? Like, cracking, bro.
Her and Olivia would try to take your head off.
All the time. Like, Olivia would get mad and just be
wailing.
Like, damn.
To this day, dude, Kate hit me with, pound for pound, has hit me the hardest.
Oh, yeah.
Out of anybody.
No,
she hit me with a right hand.
That's what.
A right hook, a rear hook, dude. And I went.
Yeah.
And then she just,
Yeah.
I was like, bruh.
Shrug shoulders like, nah, bitch, nobody care that you cute.
Dude,
No, that's out the door now. Like, no. You fucking hit me like a man. You was almost got took it out like what? Like, what the fuck was that? No.
There was a I did get her back, though. And I did feel bad afterwards, but I got her back. I love the overhand. Everybody knows overhand's coming at some point. And so I threw the overhand and I purposely pulled it in front of her. Yeah. And I hit her with one of those up elbows after the overhand. And boom, blasted her right in the nose. Bro. And I was like, my bad.
Bro. Megan hit me with a hard elbow one time that like set me down. Like, we're doing something going small, you know, in the clinch. And she comes, boom. And I was just like, fuck. And you know how with the elbow pass, if they turn a little bit, like that's
straight bone.
It's straight bone. When you're not expecting to get hit with a fucking mallet in your eyeball, you're like, that shit hurts.
Yeah, people don't understand. Yeah,
it's a lot, bro. That's why I feel like martial artists can transfer so easy into movies and acting. Is because you're acting the entire time.
Yeah, like this poker face.
This shit hurts so much. Like I don't know if you ever saw it. I did a short film years ago.
I don't know. I did.
It's called.
I think you told me about this though.
Tears at Dawn. Yeah, Tears at Dawn. Shout out to Hector and man did the whole choreograph and everything. And I'm like, okay, went to all the practices and, okay, this is how the scene gonna go. We're gonna actually be on the street, blah, blah, blah. Bro, I got there, day of to shoot. And I'm like, hey, where the mats at? Because I had to do this whole fucking thing where I'm sending a high kick to him and he comes underneath the kick and like cuts my ankle and makes me do a front flip, right? I'm not one of the motherfuckers that do flips. So I had to you know what I'm saying? Like just do a little barrel roll. Okay, cool, I got that. the fuck the mask? They're like, no, this live. Man, cracked my head and shit. Like, it was one take, they were like, hey, that was awesome, Branden. But, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm fucking fine. What are you talking about? Well, it looks like on the camera, it looks like you landed kind of hard. We just want to make sure you're good. I'm like, yeah, I'm fucking fine. Take a bath later on that night,
just
bro. And I'm like,
dried up blood in your hair.
Oh, fuck. I did land pretty hard. Oh, shit. But, man, like, that whole, like, knowing how to, like, fall and, you know, throwing the kicks and, like, I was like, oh, I get it. But I would never do a movie ever again.
You don't want to do no stunt work?
Bro, fuck that.
Dude, those guys are crazy.
Fuck that. That was like the middest level of anything. Like, you're not hooked up to no, like, the dudes that get hooked up to all the vests and all that shit, I'm like, y'all can have that, bro. Like, pay that. If y'all don't get at least half as much as the fucking guy that you're portraying, like, that's crazy because fuck all of that.
They be doing some wild shit, dude.
Fuck
getting
all
hit
of
by
that.
cars.
Mission Impossible shit, like, man.
Oh, then you see Tom Cruise doing it all on his own.
And he,
in
like,
60s.
Yeah. Woo. That's that short man complex he got, man. I'm gonna do my own stunts. I'm a man. You got
dude, they told him no.
That.
They told him no in the 6th one when he wanted to fly the helicopter.
Yeah.
They told him no, so he bought the company.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
he ended up ended up producing the movie himself.
But didn't the movie before that, didn't he like break a rib or something? Like 3
No, it was
ribs
the same movie.
That was the same
no,
movie?
not well, I don't know if he broke his ribs. Maybe.
Something
but
he broke.
in the 6th movie, so they crash him in that helicopter at the very end. But there's a scene before that where he's sprinting and he's about to jump from one building to another. And when he jumps, he doesn't quite make it, and his ankle
that's
what
it was, yeah.
hits the wall and just snaps. And you see it on screen. You can see his ankle snap. And then he pulls himself up, and he somehow finishes the cut and, like, jogs off. And then it cuts to him sprinting, and that was 6 months later. So when he broke his ankle, he went to the hospital, and the doctor said, dude, you'll be lucky to ever run again. Or even walk again. And then again, short man complex, bro. He was like, bitch, I bet.
I got the money. I will rebuild me.
Yeah, Scientology's on my side. Shit, let's go. He gets up on the roof, and then it cuts to him full-blown sprinting, and that was a 6-month gap between that.
And do you know how much money it has to probably stop? You got to pay for everybody's life
for 6 months.
For 6 months, because you decided
to jump from building to building.
If
and
you
didn't
would have had
quite
a stunt
make
guy,
it.
we could have just got another motherfucker with the same haircut and brought him in. But no, it gotta be me,
you
son.
You want to do it all yourself, okay?
It gotta be me, son. Fuck that.
Nah,
bro.
he's a gangster, dude. He did that Halo jump.
Yeah.
And Henry Cavill said, "Fuck that, I'm good."
Bro, none of that, bro.
I'd have done it.
Nah.
You been skydiving?
Nah.
It's fun.
I don't like to. Like, think about it. Like, I've always wanted to do a barrel roll out of a car, but how many people do that? Right? I want a Scooby-Doo roll out of a fucking car, you know what I'm saying?
See what it feels like?
Yeah.
Why?
Why do you want to jump out of a perfectly flying plane thousands of feet above
fair,
it?
The plane was like kind of crickety and it was kind of old. Honestly, I felt safer jumping.
And then you don't know who loaded your goddamn...
This is true. I didn't even check.
Yeah.
You don't even know.
How? You know what I mean? You got there's classes you could have took, but you said nah. You all right back there? We gonna make it?
Luckily.
You got a dude strapped to your back.
Luckily the guy strapped to me cares about his life as well. So
hopefully. You don't know that motherfucker. Dude, you don't know his life.
Bro, the whole way
that could
up.
be his day.
The whole way up. That whole ascent to 15,000 feet, they are just cracking the darkest of jokes.
Yeah.
The darkest of jokes.
Yeah. You have
Their
to.
sense of humor is fucked.
The ground coming at you
rapidly.
At a Zoom level screen. Like, bro, like
rapidly.
You just doing this in real life. Nah. You know what I mean? You over here just really just zooming in to the earth in real time. Come on, son. Nah, I'm cool.
This is true.
You just zooming in way too fast.
You just, bro,
and you gotta look back. And you gonna pull it? Not now. What?
It's so much fun, dude. I thought I was gonna be terrified because When I go to theme parks, I got to do like a warm-up roller coaster. And while I'm in line for the roller coaster, massive amounts of anxiety. Like I'm flipping out. Like climbing on top of like a shed or whatnot to like jump off into the lake or whatever. Fuck that, bro. Even that little tiny climb, I'm like, no, I'm good. But jumping out of an airplane, it was so high that it didn't feel real. And so my brain couldn't even process it. And I fucking flipped out of that motherfucker. It was fun. I've only done it once.
And you flipped too?
I did. Well, you know, he kind of makes you flip. Yeah. He kind of makes you flip. But I was down. I was about that life, you know?
I mean, Big Spoon makes the rules, so.
It's true. It's true. Yo, B, move that microphone closer to your face. Closer to your face.
You know, see.
The motherfucking comeback, bro.
Shit.
We're back. Episode 40.
Oh, that's how we start?
Oh, yeah, we good, dude. That whole thing's in there.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, you know, we were just kicking it the whole time.
Bad.
It's been recording.
Damn.
I think.
Okay.
I think she pressed the button.
Hopefully.
Hey, yo, here we are anyways. You know, shit.
I know.
It may or may not have been recorded, but none the fucking.
Oh, we in there? Okay, then.
None the fucking less.
We started with Big Spoon make the rules, so I didn't, you know. Okay, then. We started before that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Branden motherfucking Little.
Man.
Bro, the one and only.
Damn.
The only person that could bring this podcast back. The only motherfucker that could bring this back, bro.
Shit for years.
The only person worthy of this comeback slot.
Ah, that's a lot.
Cheers, bro.
Oh shit.
Cheers.
With the
Liquid Death, shout out.
Almost, I was like, oh, am I still partying? Oh, hold on. No.
He said, hold up.
Let me act civilized.
That's easier instead of reaching across and shit. Yeah, like, why? Dude, you do a lot of shit. You make me feel inadequate.
Man.
I feel like I'm always chasing you.
Man, I think
so
too much. I think too much. That's my problem.
Well, I don't think that's bad. I mean, well,
I don't know.
Well, it has its pros and cons. As a fellow
the scale, the scale is, you know, is always trying to balance out. It never settles.
You kind of use it as mental sparring, though.
I do.
It's kind of fun.
I do.
But it's also not fun at the same time.
At the same time. Like there's so many things. Like my problem is like there's so many things to do in life on this planet with everything that we have. Like you can make anything happen. And you want me to focus on one thing is my problem.
That sounds boring. Why would you only focus on one thing?
A lot of people,
but at the same time, though,
a lot of people, for me, like on the outside looking in with like super successful people, it's just like, what did you do? Well, I focused on my craft, and this is my craft, and that's my one thing, and that's their niche. And it's just like, for me, I always looked at people. I like to study people without saying I'm studying people. You know what I mean? That's my like weird little thing. It's just like, how is their brain working? How does, blah, blah, blah. That's why I love coaching too. It's like, oh, how can I teach this person? Like that's like, we were talking about puzzles earlier. Like people are puzzles to me. Oh, yeah. And it's just like, you got to find the right piece, you know, instead of fucking jamming it in there and trying to make it work. It's like, no, it has to fit, and you got to study it, you know? So for me, it's just like, oh, what's the next piece for this? Let me see if this. So in life, it's the same way with me. So that's why I'm like, oh, I like this. Let me see how this works. Can I do this for this long? Mm-hmm. Could this be my thing? Oh, nah, that's too much. But then I still learned something. So cool. Like I got to experience it, because in reality, we don't have to experience anything because we see everybody else doing it. You know what I mean? So like we kind of experience it in a way by seeing it or hearing it, but
you're not really.
You're not really. Like, oh, you traveled, so it's just like, oh man, like I haven't been to Thailand, but I've seen it.
Yeah.
But you haven't been there
until you've been there.
Like seeing a mountain, like people that haven't been to a mountaintop of any kind, it's just like, or a mountain ridge,
and like
just
looking out.
You're like, oh, you know, yeah, it's just dirt up. Like, okay, cool, you can look down, whatever. Yeah. But until you get up there and you can't fucking breathe, and you're like, oh shit, the air really is thin up here.
Or you look out, you get up there, and you finally look out, and it's just a vast, just
bro, I was just on
world.
that road, and it looks like a line on a sheet of paper now. Like that's crazy. So, but man, life is too interesting to not like try to do what you want to do.
It's true.
That for me is that like, and not trying to do what everybody that's next to you does. Like I feel like too many of us are products of our environment, so we just stay in our environment.
Well, that and they kind of want to fit in.
Yeah, but
they don't want to go against the grain. You see it all the time. Like people still eat. I can't believe it's not butter,
bro.
People still want. They like. And I get it to a certain extent. Like I saw a post today finally where it said, it was like scientists finish a study that shows heart disease is more correlated with sugar than saturated fats. And it's like, bro, we've known this for forever. But now, finally,
okay,
they wanna admit it.
But that's the type of shit that pisses me off. Like we know, but then it's because this is why I feel like certain cultures just have to like die off. Like it like
we're here,
bro. Like it don't make sense. It don't make sense.
Elaborate, sir.
Bro. Like certain foods should only be for that season.
Yeah.
Certain things should only be for that time of year.
Yeah.
We eat shit year round.
Yeah. And we take it for granted.
We're spoiled.
Spoiled as fuck.
Even though some of us are, oh well, man, I'm poor, this and that, or I grew up like this. But like, when you really like span out from it, it's just like, bro, we're spoiled. Like,
if you make 30,000 in the U.S., you're in the top 1% in the entire world.
Right?
People don't like.
In that you're like 30,000. That's nothing. But then you look at, it's nothing. It's not. But it's just like, what are you spending your money on?
Frivolous shit.
Keeping up with the Joneses.
Yeah, you got 5 streaming apps.
For what? To be entertained?
Because they can't entertain themselves.
Bro,
it's convenience. It's easy.
Yeah.
It's easy. That's what it is.
And
we all get trapped. It's easy.
It's easy, but damn, like, it's a trap, or it's wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
that's the craziest part about this whole psyop that we're living in.
Bro.
Is it's a psyop, but it still works.
Like,
fascinating.
Bro. Like, the days I eat out for lunch, because Marlene will make
shout out
shit.
Marlene.
Yeah, she holds it down.
Hey.
I got it in. We'll try this again later.
We'll not be stabbed.
But she I try to grow some of the vegetables and stuff and herbs and whatnot. But like, she cooks. I feel good when she makes lunch for me.
Yeah.
The days I have to like eat, even if it's like a good place to eat at, like, I got Central Market on my route for FedEx.
Ooh, hell yeah, okay.
So Central Market, is a good place. But if I go to anywhere, like some fast food place, and I'm like, oh, I feel like shit.
Yeah. But
so
even on that note, right? You say Central Market, it's a good place, right? People go, I know, dude, it's sad and infuriating, but mostly sad because I think people genuinely believe that they're doing better, which you probably still are doing better versus then, going to McDonald's or whatever. But if you go to HEB Bakery and you look at the tortillas, or if you look at their bread and you look at the ingredients, it's still not real food.
No.
It's still not real food. It's not like going and just buying a simple 3-ingredient loaf of sourdough bread.
When you have to Google what this word is,
bro, when the ingredient list is this long, dog, yeah,
like, hold on, what is this?
But people go and they get their bread from the HEB Bakery versus the processed food aisle bread. But you look at the ingredients and it's the exact same.
Yep.
But it's sad and infuriating because that person person A over here in the bakery really thinks that they're doing a better job when they're eating the exact same thing. It's just better labeled, better marketed. But the ingredients, if you compare the ingredients, it's the fucking same. It's all bleached and enriched flour. All this garbage that they have told us is safe and effective.
But here's the other thing is, like, why do we allow for people to do so much for us? Most of the things that we can consume, we can have at our house. You can, like, if you, I want to get healthy, I want to do this and that. Okay, well, you have to change your whole mindset to make your body be healthy. And people don't want to change their whole mindset to make their body be healthy. They rather just have their body be healthy and then keep the mindset. It's just like, no, you're going to revert back each time. So nobody wants to do the work of actually doing the steps to be healthy. Because, yeah, they went to the bakery and chose that for that one day, right? But they didn't change anything else about their mind to make that stick. So they just revert back. You know what I mean?
I do. Get what you mean. So what do you think that looks like? What do you think, like, that actual, like, work mentally, like actually making that paradigm shift in your mind? What do you think that looks like? Or why do you think people don't choose not to do that, or they don't do that?
Because it's hard.
It's very fucking hard.
People.
It's very hard.
People are too comfortable with comfort. Like you need to be comfortable with being uncomfortable is part of the issue, and nobody likes that.
It's really hard to make yourself uncomfortable.
Like us doing martial arts, or like people that get up early as fuck and run before work, or as soon as they get off of work they go for a run, they know that shit's uncomfortable.
Oh yeah.
The people that fucking take the stairs instead of the elevator at work or something like that, they know, okay,
Small
I got it.
things.
It's
It
the
all
little
adds
things.
up, man.
It all adds up. But nobody wants to go through that because it's hard. But it's just like you gotta have some type of adversity.
We're being conditioned.
To
I don't know if it's I go back and forth between like thinking it's some X's person's fault, which there has to be some level of accountability. But as a whole, we are definitely being conditioned to accept that or to go down that path versus the alternative.
And that for me goes back to the environment, bro. Like, it's just, what did you see growing up that made you go, this is how I want to be when I get older?
Well, dude, we grew up in the 90s where, again, we were eating Can't Believe It's Not Butter, and they were telling you that was good for your heart, so that you don't die of a heart attack. Bro, stop eating red meat.
Country crock was my shit. No, that ain't butter, bro. You know what I mean? And it, bro, like different like desserts and shit, or like snacks that we had growing up, or things that I was allowed to eat.
Yeah, oatmeal cream pies, Twinkies, fruit roll-ups.
First thing in the morning,
Pop-Tarts. Every morning, Pop-Tarts.
Bro.
Every single morning.
Bro, we used to drink this orange juice that was not orange juice. It had to be like Tang.
Tang.
It wasn't Tang. It's called like Bright and Early. It's a cheap ass fucking orange juice. It used to be like
Young Taylor's on it. Her first mission.
I think it's called Bright and Early, but it used to be like, when cartons of things were actually $1 or whatever. It was $1, and I was just like, $1 for this. It's delicious.
I mean, it is fair. Dude.
It got vitamins. It said that motherfucker right there. And I see by High C. High C ain't real, bro.
You knew that wasn't real.
That's coloring.
Did they have the ingredients?
And vitamin C.
Can you find a label?
But that used to be my shit right there.
We'll see if she can. The lag. We'll figure it out.
We'll get it.
This is all.
But bro, that used to be my shit, and it's just like, okay, I got orange juice. You know what I mean? And it's just like,
There it
Bruh.
is. Look at it right there on the.
Hey.
No, just go to the. Yeah, you can go here.
It's just like there's no oranges in this bitch. Like
None, dude. That's what we're about to look at.
This is
Look at that.
from,
Look at those ingredients,
from
dog.
concentrate.
There is not a single. Bruh.
And then tell me what the fuck is yellow number 6? Why does a color have numbers next to it?
Bro.
It be stupid shit like that you say out loud and people like, you don't know? Like, no. Do you know?
People drink this. This is sitting on the shelves. And you know,
Less than 2% of citric acid. So it doesn't have
now you see these stupid articles where people are like, is high fructose corn syrup really worse than real sugar? Bro, why are we still holding on? Like, why can't we just eat real food, dog? Like, you go anywhere else, and you're just not allowed to do that.
like riddle me this. Why do we plant more bullshit trees than fruit trees?
What do you mean bullshit trees? Why they gotta be bullshit for?
What do they do besides look good?
Don't they provide oxygen?
Yeah.
Don't they like
give me allergies
don't they help the soil? They be talking to each other down there.
They do. The mycelium does. We can get into that.
The
later.
roots,
man.
the mycelium.
You know, if something getting ate up by this tree, they'll change their whole taste to another tree, so that one don't get fucked up. They conversate.
Yeah.
But in our society, where we got fucking fiends just slumped over on every corner,
Bro.
if we had a couple fucking fruit trees these crackheads can eat, that might bring some color back to them at least. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Thank you. That's the one I was looking for.
Yes.
You got it right. Yeah. Like, come on, man. Put a couple trees out there, man. Couple oranges, couple apples.
On that note, I've been thinking about this for like a week now because I sent you the New York Times study, and shout out to the New York Times for actually publishing.
They're back to doing some real
shit finally. Yeah, well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. It was one article, but I'll give them the. Get your flowers where they're deserved, and that's when they're deserved. They did an article on Ibogaine, and we had just watched. Mariana Van Zeller. She's been on Joe Rogan multiple times. Mm-hmm. She's that investigative journalist that does the show Trafficked.
Yeah, she's a weird type of gangster.
Dude, she is a gangster. This season has been heavy.
I can't even watch that shit. That shit gives me anxiety because I'm like, bitch, you gonna die. Like, why are you?
Yeah, she be putting herself in some precarious positions.
At? Like,
but
no.
She did an episode on trank dope. So
like the horse trank, like the
sort of. So this is how they talk about it in 4 steps, and we're in the 4th step. The first step was pharmaceutical drugs, Oxycontin. Thank you, Sackler family, for fucking us up for generations. Then they went to heroin. Went to heroin because they started cracking down on pain pills. They weren't prescribing them as hot candy as much as they were, but everybody was already hooked.
Yep.
So then it went to heroin. Then we started cracking down on heroin. So then it went to fentanyl. Now we're cracking down on fentanyl. Even the cartels are cracking down on fentanyl. So now they're making a fentanyl Exirafil. What is that? What is it called again? Yeah, she'll find it. But they're mixing them now into this little blue tablet. And it's like this blue injectable. I know you've seen the pictures of or the videos of like streets in Philly.
Yeah.
Zombies. Legitimate zombies. They call it the zombie drug. It literally eats your flesh. Have you seen pictures of it eating the Bro, it eats their... What is it? Xylazine. So they're mixing fentanyl and xylazine, which I think is like a tranquilizer. For animals. For elephants. And they're mixing that together, right? And they're creating this drug that people are now calling... This is the 4th step, and they call it trank dope. And they're slumped. And I was like... So then I saw the Ibogaine thing, and I know like 1 dose of Ibogaine is something... It was like 86 or 88% effective. 2 doses is like 96% effective. I was talking to Taylor. I was like, dude, this is what we do. The people on the U.S. side that are dealing, we go up to them and we say, hey, you can have immunity. You can keep all the money you've made. But what we're going to do is start trickling ibogaine into your entire supply. And you're not, once we go through this supply, you ain't dealing no more. But you can keep everything. You're not going to prison. You can keep all your money. And we're going to just trickle in ibogaine into the pills slowly but surely. And dude, imagine if you just fixed all of it.
People are too greedy, bro.
Just tell them we'll pay them their salary for the rest of their life. Like, I don't fucking...
In theory, that can work.
It would revolutionize the country. It would be a absolute game changer if you could start trickling ibogaine into this supply, and then they would have zero desire to ever do it again. So it's not like they would just repeat later on. Yeah. Apparently, you have zero desire. They've taken full-blown heroin addicts, gave them a dosage of ibogaine. 86% of the time, after that first dosage, they never want to touch it ever again.
Bro, I think I've never done it,
or help
but
a ton of people.
I feel like it's just a crazy dose of mushrooms
on steroids.
On like it's
they said it's not fun. They say you don't want to do it again.
It's probably like eating a whole ounce of fucking mushrooms and just saying, hey.
You know how many mushrooms it takes to kill you?
Too much. It's like
42 pounds.
Yeah.
42 pounds of mushrooms.
First off,
you wouldn't make it. You wouldn't make it to that.
Here's my thing: when you hear like stats like that, I'm like, so are we just calculating the numbers for it, or
did someone find out?
Who fucked up and found out?
There's no way you would find out. You couldn't. 42 pounds. How would you? You couldn't ingest all that.
They torture people crazy.
42 pounds.
Motherfuckers don't give a shit. They could probably just say, hey, open up his throat and trach him with the fuck, just stuff it into his throat and then make him sit. Motherfuckers will brutally do some crazy shit just for science. Like,
it's true.
Who did they test the nerve gas on to know that it worked? They wasn't using animals. Rats.
Maybe at first.
Okay.
At first.
It worked on them.
Really know. You gotta really know.
I'm tired of Jim's bitch ass. Hey, Jim.
Hey.
Like, bro, it always goes like that. Like, so.
Oh yeah. MK Ultra. There's been multiple iterations.
We don't know what this shit's kind of trippy.
Yeah. There's been multiple iterations of
it makes you think
those
different.
Kinds of studies.
Let's see how it really does. Bring the dude that's already crazy over here.
See if we can mind control you. But he wasn't crazy beforehand, apparently.
Hey,
I mean, he was probably a little crazy, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Obviously, to go off that big of a rocker, you were probably slightly crazy.
But
they literally took Charles Manson before any of it, dosed him up with all that acid, trying to mind control him. He was a part of MK Ultra, for those who don't know. A part of that CIA operated mind control experiment, and they completely fucked his brain up. Or he was already fucked up, and all they did was teach him how to do the same thing to other people. Or a little bit of column A and a little bit of column B, and then you get the Manson killings.
Bro.
They turned it into a documentary. They turned Chaos, the movie, the book that...
Into a documentary?
Yeah, that Tom O'Neill wrote. They turned it into a documentary. We watched it not too long ago.
It's in my list to listen to. I got a couple audibles and I'm like, I gotta listen to that.
What else is on your list?
Man, I've been listening to a lot of Jordan Peterson's his
Rules
work.
Of Life? Or 12 Rules of
It's
Life?
another one, man.
I have that book.
But now what is it? It's the he always goes over the Bible and stuff. So I've been kind of like tapping back into that and that one, yeah.
We who rest with God. Look at that young Taylor over there. Shout out young Taylor. Hey, look, y'all. We're back.
We got one.
Ooh, we're back and faster than ever, bro. She got a baby on her lap.
And on
she
mama
got
duty.
one arm.
Man.
Well, she has.
She actually
has both arms. But right now, one arm is holding the baby.
Technically, she has
the second arm is doing some typing. So she's over there typing, while keeping track of timestamps, while keeping track of the recording, boom, 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 and still finding shit. That's boom. That's what we needed. That's what the podcast needed, bro. We needed Branden Little and Taylor Sauer to come together at the same time to make a comeback episode. And
you are quick on the thing, man. We gonna have to.
She quick over
almost
there,
young
dude.
Jamie fast.
That's what I'm saying. It's only a matter of time.
Man,
just wait.
Wait till the baby can walk and she can have both her hands back.
When she got both hands, it's a wrap. When she got both hands, it's a wrap. Dude.
Oh, hey, now calm down.
Young Jamie gonna have to watch out, bro. Just saying, we coming.
But see, tangent. I don't know.
Yeah.
See.
Oh, books. Yeah. Look. So you're.
So
books.
like, man, I've been going back. I told you this is before we ever did this. We said, hey, I don't know who's gonna keep me in line because I jump over here, I jump over there. But nah, I've been listening to like more of that, man, of just like
theology in general, or
yeah, man, just because I grew up in the church, so I always was kind of like, I'm not going to do that. Like, why am I going to believe in a religion that was forced on to most people? Yeah. Like, if it is all love and happiness, wouldn't it begin with love and happiness? Why it got to be so crazy? You know what I mean? So, like, going back and, like, listening to some scriptures and taking it and twisting it to, like, where is it now in my life, or, like, looking at how the world is and, like, oh, okay, that does fit. And, you know, this does fit in life.
What do you think it is that fits, or what is it that
just different things of let me, because I'm thinking of another book that I was listening to about who's the guy in the Bible with his hair is long, he's strong. Jesus? No. His hair was curly. Nah, he was was Jesus,
be serious, Taylor.
Was he strong?
He's really trying to find an answer.
Was Jesus actually strong? We don't never talk about his physical strength. But anyway,
imagine he was yoked.
That's what I'm saying.
That'd be lit.
That would be.
He's got to carry our sins, right?
Yeah. Is that LC?
Mm-hmm.
Did he carry the cross by himself?
Almost got struck down over there.
Man. Dang, man.
I gave you nootropics.
Huh? Samson. Right? So, like, Samson, like, going back and, like, listening to, like, the story of Samson of, like, man, he was supposed to rescue everybody, you know, fight off this, and, but he was in love with, like, women, and just, him getting praise from everybody, and this and that, and I was like, oh, shit. I got some Samson-like qualities. Like, and oh shit, most men have Samson-like qualities. There's another book that's about that though. I was listening to something with Samson, but yeah. So it's like that, like going back into that and like looking at how that, like cross-referencing of like how does this story reflect in my life? Because that's what I really think most Bibles of any religion, you know, I just call them all Bibles. The stories that we tell are supposed to be what can happen in your life, the temptations that will come across in your life. So I've been going back into like Bible verses and just looking at how that actually fits into, if it's not my life, somebody else's. You know what I mean? So that's why I'd be like, with going back and looking at scripture and all of that, and not just going back into it. And I feel like most people with religion go, well, if I just pray, God got me. If I just do this, you know, God got me. And I'm like, I feel like that's how some people feel with society. It's like, if I do the right thing, the government got me. If I do the right thing, the government got me. And it's just like, yo, no, you got to meet everything halfway. You know what I mean? You got to do the work somewhere, right? Like, you got to do the work somewhere. Like, yeah, you can pray, you can do this, but like, where's your part?
And how do you think this has, you know, either changed your point of view on perspective, or how do you think this has impacted you?
Man, it for me, it's like lately I've been like, it gives me more patience. Just because I'm like, damn, if God has patience with me, I need to have patience with everybody else. If He gives me lesson after lesson after lesson on the things that I'm fucking up on, that I know are wrong, or I know I shouldn't be doing, and I call it like a universe whooping, like, oh, your parents can't whoop you no more. You know, you not gonna, you grown as fuck. Who gonna put you in timeout? Who gonna give you a whooping? You know what I mean? But you know, Jesus don't do that, or you know, Buddha doesn't do it. For me, it's only one God. So it's just like the universe, God, you know, source, whatever you want to call it, right? Is gonna get you straight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just like that. So if God gives me multiple chances, then I should give people multiple chances.
It's also kind of how
You know?
Joe Rogan explained it.
Mm-hmm.
He said when he had kids, he talks about how he just sees, like he saw the baby.
Yeah,
we've been tripping over this shit too. It's like, you see the baby and you're looking at her.
Yep.
And she's tiny.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, dude.
Damn, that's
Everybody started off like this.
Mm-hmm.
Like this. And then something happened. Either, well, there's a small percentage of people who just genetically, like in their mind, shit got rewired and it just can't be undone. But then the rest of the majority of people, they started off with that thing and then something happened and took a turn, and then there's a mixture of what you're talking about.
Yep.
Not meeting it halfway. You know, obviously, like, awful shit happens to people. It's unfortunate, but it does happen, and you have two choices.
Yep.
You have the choice to continue to go down this victim road and continue to look at life as this awful thing and think that everything's going to continue to be awful because of what happened in the past. Or you can face it, meet it halfway, start doing the work, and then you can come out on the other end.
Yep. Man, for me, it's just like life lately has, I've been thinking of it kind of like a branch like branches on a tree.
Explain.
We're born and we start as a stem. It's just one stem, you know, and just like the analogy that you just used of splitting, you got two options. Most of the time when the seed pops, right, the stem comes up, and then normally it's like, you know, 2 leaves or whatever, right? It grows more, those leaves get bigger, and then it gets longer, now you get more stems. I feel like in life it's the exact same thing, because there's so many options for us to go. So this branch has this story, this branch has this story, this branch has this story, this one has this, but it still came from the same stem. So all of our actions is another branch, but it's still life. You know what I'm saying? So the tree is still life, but all the branches are all the other options, and then the side branches off of that one option. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's us. Like, okay, yeah, I started this journey, but then I divvied off to here. I didn't like that, but I'm still on journey on life, but then I chose another journey, boom. And then I started this journey, but then it made me go from here to here. Still on the journey, but I branched off again. So it's just like, but it's still life.
You know what's kind of sad to think about? Is that there's a lot of people's tree that has a lot of branches until they hit about 20 something. And then it just stops. They stop going after something else. They stop dreaming about something. They stop doing things.
They stop dreaming. Like that, and that goes back to what I was talking about earlier. Of like, there's so many things. Like, there's so many things to do. Just make it grow another branch.
Yeah.
Right?
Just try something else.
But people go into a spot where they think everything is just dark. So then they can't grow. They ain't got no light. So the light is, I can do something else, you know?
I feel trapped.
It's like watching
Lost.
a time lapse. Like you know, you see the tree moving with the wind and absorbing all the sun rays and moving, resting when it's dark, coming back when it's light. Most people stay in that dark. You know what I mean? Like, you ever watch a time lapse of any type of plant that, you know, really absorbs that sunlight, like springtime, like it's crazy, right? And at nighttime they fold in, or they look slumpy. That's what people do. They're the exact same thing. But even though it's light, you see them during the day, inside of them is still dark. So therefore, they can't make no more leaves, no more branches. They're still kind of alive, technically.
They're surviving.
Yeah,
they're just existing.
They're just existing, right? And that tree will never bear fruit because it's just there.
Yeah.
It's still taking on water. It's still acting like, I don't know. Let me look at it. Like, what's wrong with the plant? It needs this nutrients, or man, why? Maybe I put it in the wrong spot for the sunlight, but it's getting direct light. But what is it? So, just like the plant, just like people, what's the foundation? What's the medium that the plant is growing in?
Soil.
The soil, right? That's our environment. So, depending on what our nutrition, our environment holds, sometimes what happens to the plant. So if that soil ain't good, then it
gets rotted.
Right? Healthy seed, perfect soil, is getting water, is getting nutrients, but that medium is not the right medium. Because you look somewhere else, oh man, that soil, it came from this place and this place, it has this and this. That fucking thing in it, it's already
flourishing.
It got fruit on it.
Yeah.
And I've had this one over here for 2 years. It's just in the wrong soil. Maybe if I take it out and put it over here with this soil, it'll grow. And then you see it right away. Damn, man, they got brand new leaves and this and this and this. So it's just like that with people. Like, maybe, just maybe not. Maybe if I transport it, it'll die. It'll get shocked because, it's a culture shock. It's in a different medium. Just like when you move somebody to a different spot, it's in a different medium now. They get culture shock. They don't understand how to work the system because they're used to that bullshit ass soil, and they stuck there.
So you got two choices: learn or stay the same.
Right. So that's. For me, that's like how I've been looking at the world lately. It's like, man, that's why I like to indulge in nature a lot and just like sit and watch. And literally, I'll watch the grass grow. You know what I mean? Like, literally, like, just to see how things interact. And that's not so harsh. That's just nature. That's not so harsh. That's just nature. Sometimes nature would be real nutty. You know what I mean? Nature is metal. You be like, yo.
Orcas throwing seals around just for fun.
Like, damn, are they? But it's just like, you know.
You got chimps punching raccoons in the dick.
Bro, you know what I mean? Like, shit gets wild outside. But then you look and you're like, oh, that's just nature. And it's just like.
And we're no different. We're no different.
But a lot of people don't want to think.
Yeah, we're no different.
I told.
We're animals.
When we had the conversation off when we're still doing everything, when I was like, man, I messed up the the Jehovah's Witness, and I was like, we're animals too. No, God, blah 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 blah. I'm like, we're on the exact same planet doing the exact same things as other animals, but you don't think we're
just
animals?
More sophisticated about it. Yeah, or we can articulate it differently. Yeah. We do the exact same thing.
We do the exact same thing.
We torture people. We kill people.
We eat shit and procreate.
Yeah. We fight over resources. We do the exact same thing.
What do other animals do?
Yeah. There's no way you watch Chip Nation on Netflix.
It don't matter what you watch.
And go, oh yeah, we're so different than them.
Bro, if you go stand in the woods and be quiet like you're hunting or something and just watch. Like, we're in Austin. Squirrels are everywhere, right? You go and watch a squirrel, A male squirrel is a fucking intact. Like, that motherfucker will fuck up another squirrel for being in his area.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to try to flirt with all the other female squirrels. He's going to get all the food to make it seem like, oh, shit, I got everything. But what do we do? Exact same shit. Mm-hmm. But nobody wants to say, oh, we're animals.
But now we have social media to even project it even more. Post all the good stuff. I'm balling. You got people
lying about your life. We used to just people used to just
tell stories. Now people live a story. They live a story like that. I see.
What's scary now is living the story in your head
and convincing yourself it's real.
No, convincing other motherfuckers that it's real, and it's just a thought in your head. I'm not gonna.
But you have.
I don't want you to get canceled on your first show. I had to stop what I was going to say. But it's just like, how is your thought a reality?
You have to believe it, don't you?
How is your thought a reality?
I mean, there's definitely people that know that they're deceiving people, but I think there is a majority of those folks who really think that is reality. Because people don't want to live in actual reality. Like you were just saying, you don't want to watch traffic because I feel like people don't want to actually know what the fuck is going on. Not you in particular, but people in general.
Yeah.
They don't want to actually hear about how the last 4 years the border was open, the Mexican cartel has come across the border completely, has set up shop all throughout the U.S. in small towns where weed is legal because they know if they get arrested, it's just a misdemeanor. So they've set up shop on this side of the border.
I've seen one of my hunting buddies saw actual grow up and we don't have a lot of public hunting land in Texas, one of the biggest states, and we don't have. Pisses me off. And then you're trying to sell more of it. Besides the point.
I digress.
Let me reel that in. But yeah, man, one time quail hunting, man, saw a whole grow up.
In Texas?
In Texas.
Yeah. People don't want to be.
And it's just like not close to the border.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like, so y'all don't think this is real? When you're doing pre-border checks 2-3 hours away from the border.
Yeah. My friend worked for Fish and Game.
Go out to Big Bend. Yeah. And you'll see pre-checks before you even get close to the border.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, my friend worked for Fish and Game in Idaho, and I was asking him about it. He was like, oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Like in Colorado, in Northern California, deep into the forests, there are grow-ops ran by the Mexican cartel. They're going to shoot first, ask questions later.
Yep. And they're outgunned, too.
Oh, completely.
And it's just like, no, that's reality.
Yeah.
Like, bro, going hunting and you have to carry your 9. Like, I'm quail hunting. The other things I do. I'm quail hunting. And it's just like, I gotta take the 9 just in case.
You don't know what you're gonna run into.
You never know. We were hunting in a place called in Cotulla, Texas. Chaparral Wildlife Management. And it was one year, illegals nobody locks their trucks when we're in the country. People barely used to lock their house door. Sure. You know what I mean? And they're like, hey, there's some people out on the property. There's some illegals. They'll take your truck and just run it through the bush as long as they can go, and then they'll hop out on foot. If you ever been in fucking South Texas, to say that you're gonna just drive a car through random field with all those mesquite trees, armadillo holes, and this and that, and you're just gonna run fucking rattlesnakes that are 6 foot plus, blue indigo snake, and you're just gonna drive that shit. And people go, no, it's not really like that. Yeah, it's really like that. When you seen the shit, you people that ran across people dead because they dehydrated from the walk. Yep. Oh, it's just the news.
Yep.
Okay, go outside.
They live in a distorted reality, right? They get the half truth, right? They don't want to believe like how riots are manufactured. Not all of them.
Yeah.
But we know that there was bricks dropped off. Ta-da!
At this point,
know people were getting paid to show up.
At this point in life, for me, I'm like, if whatever you can think of, is probably happened, and that's a scary thought.
Yeah.
Like, the most diabolical thing that you could think of is just like, oh no, that happened last year in Norway. What? Oh,
because
this
we're
happened.
animals. So did you know? So Trafficked, episode 2. This didn't even cross my mind. You know when you get those scam texts? A large percentage of the people actually doing the scamming, like the texting, are being human trafficked. There is in Myanmar, the country that borders Thailand.
I was about to say, by Thailand.
Yeah, borders Thailand. There is this huge, there was like a water park there, but then there's all these old apartment buildings that is Chinese owned. And the government there doesn't have a lot of power. They're overran by the criminal or cartel, like almost like a cartel essentially, right? The people there, that we're talking hundreds of thousands of people in these apartments being tortured. They're the ones sending you the text message, but they're being tortured. So there's like a whole organization that has devoted their life to getting those people out of that. So they're being human trafficked, and those are the people texting you to scam you. Never even crossed my mind
that's a possibility.
that would even be a possibility.
Yep.
Didn't even think that when you get those stupid fucking texts, didn't even think that the person sending it is being forced to do it. And these people, I mean, dude, they're getting tortured.
Yeah.
Like lashes on the back, old school shit.
What's that? What's that? It's an older movie. It's not $1 Million Baby. It's a movie that he's like doing what's that? Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? It's kind of based off of that, but it's in India.
Slumdog Millionaire.
Like watching that, all the torture, like, oh, the ones that are blind get more money. You know, cut his eyes or, burn his eyes or cut off a foot. And you're like, hold on, there's criminal rings that if your child's an orphan, they're just going to get those kids. And now they're just panhandling and getting cut up, mutilated, just to try to make some money. And they're not even getting that. They're giving it back to the pimp or whatever you want to call him. He's living well, but these kids are still hunting. And it's just like, so y'all know that's happening. You know it's a thing, but
they don't believe it can happen here. Or you, whatever you tell yourself or want to tell yourself or however you cope with it, the reality is that humans are largely very similar. We just grew up in different areas. There's different cultures, there's different beliefs, different environments, different soil, right? But largely across the board, a lot of people are good, but there is true fucking evil.
Yeah.
True evil. And a lot of people, they see someone maybe like break into someone's car, or maybe their house has been broken into, or, maybe you've seen something as bad as someone getting killed in front of you. But that doesn't even scratch the surface of what happens in either, even here, but other places as well.
Yeah.
Like,
and that's
shit gets dark.
And that's like going back to like, that's why I give people like grace on certain things, man. Like, you don't know what nobody's been through. You don't know. So therefore, you don't know what nobody's really capable of. You don't know. So you might want to respect somebody at a certain level so that motherfucker won't flip a shit on you or, they have a flashback or you don't know. Give people a little bit of grace when you're dealing with them. Like, man, somebody tried to yell at me a couple months back. And, you know, being a small guy, people don't know the glasses and all that. So, but I'm like, hey, next time do that at the person that it was meant for. What? Because it's not me. Like.
Were you at work?
Yeah. Entitled
of
people.
Course.
Yeah.
Of
This
course.
is like,
bro.
yeah, like yell at the person
They
that
see the
was
uniform
for.
and they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna vent."
But, no.
Why?
No, don't do that.
I didn't do it.
I didn't do it. But it's just like, I could max, like, you know, I'll max energies. Nah, I could. But why?
Yeah.
You're actually really going through something. Let me give you a little bit of grace.
Yeah.
But, man, the world, sometimes I wish we didn't have as much of it in our face as we do. Because I feel like I'm a super empathetic person. Like, I care about people's feelings.
Sure.
I try to make people feel, I want to feel good all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I tell people I want to be blissfully happy. Like, I want to feel like it's not real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I hope for everybody else to feel the same way because I know how good that feels. On the flip, I also know how it feels to feel like shit. So it's just like, if you know what it feels like to feel like shit, and you know what it feels like to feel good, even if you don't know what good feels like, you know what it feels like to feel like shit. Why in the fuck would you want somebody to feel that way? And that's crazy. And it's like, the older I get, like, sayings like that, misery loves company. And it's just like, shit, company wants company. Like, why we gotta be miserable? Like, also, the more the merrier.
But that also goes back to what you were talking about.
Yeah.
That's a two-edged. That's a double-edged sword, right?
Yep.
You got to put in the work, and people should be given some grace.
Exactly.
But
And
we
like
live in a world of push and pull,
Yep.
of overcorrections, and so we swing so far in one way. In reality, you're just fucking people up even more by not holding them accountable. Like there's a certain line with everything.
Mm-hmm.
We should always operate in the middle. That's why politics is so silly. This
We all
left
want the
versus
same
right.
shit.
We should all be operating in the middle. Because, dude, like, again,
The center owns everything anyway.
it's
I have a
fucking
left and a
tribal.
right. The center makes sure the left and the right act the right way.
Yeah.
Oh, you're far right, you're far left. Bitch, it's the center that operates the left and the right. So my simple ass, I'd be like, so who's in the center?
Most of us. For the most part.
For the most part. We all want the same shit.
Mostly.
You want your kids to grow up healthy, smart, making good choices.
You want to be respected as a human.
All that shit. Guess what the other side wants? The exact same shit. We get so much in these, like, old school, like, everything else is evolving but us. All our technology and shit is evolving but us. Our mindsets are not. Like, that's what pisses me off. I'd be like, so we can do this, this, and this, and this, but we can't sit down and go, hey, I don't like you, but I can respect you enough to get through the day.
Bro, we can send a telescope into space.
To the unknown of unknowns of
Have it
unknowns.
snap photos. Bring it back. But you can't sit down with somebody and have a conversation about something.
Because we're egotistical motherfuckers. Nobody, like, bro, it pisses me off where, like,
People talk in headlines like they're getting clicks. Like we have conditioned journalists now have to make some kind of snappy headline for you to click on it, and then you read the article and you realize that that's not at all what the fuck it's about. People are doing the exact same thing. They're talking in headlines.
in real life, like,
It's crazy.
That's what makes people, like, everybody's kind of losing their minds.
No
I'm just
nuance.
like, it's because y'all are taking. What I realized, this is how I know I'm becoming an old head for real. When I was just like, my homie Alex, shout out to Alex. He was just like, man, you know, people be like, oh, what's up, chat, in person now? I said, what the fuck is what's up, chat, period? Like, bro, I don't watch streaming shit or none of that. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'll be outside with the chickens. I don't know what the fuck are you talking about. And it's just like, no, but like people talk, they use the language of being online.
Yeah.
In person now.
Yeah. They have no, it's a lack of interpersonal skills.
And it's crazy. Like I had to say to somebody like, you are your main character. You're not my main character. Everybody has this main character fucking syndrome now. And it's just like...
Yeah, narcissism.
As fuck. Yeah. And it's just like, do y'all not watch movies? Like, for me, like, my cool thing is like... Or where I try to flip things for me to think about is just like... Most of the time, the side character is the cool guy anyway. Like the guy that the story's about, yeah, he's important. Like he's the main character, right? But it's just like, okay, what's the side character's main thing? Like any type of movie of like training a guy, like, oh, this dude has so much potential. That's the main character, the guy with the potential. But he has the coach that you could tell, oh, he's rough around the edges, has a backstory, this and that. He's really the one that's really more interesting, right? But then he's just there to help the main character. People don't realize when you go through life, sometimes you're the side character to help the main character.
Who's the main character?
You are your main character. I'm my main character, right? But right now, I'm here for your side story, right? You know what I'm saying? So just like you are your main character, you're doing this. This is the thing I want to do. Blah blah blah. Man, I'm gonna do this podcast. Blah blah blah. I'll be selfish to be like, shit. Well, have him do that then. Like, shit. That ain't part of my story. I don't give a fuck about podcasts and this and that, right? Cool. But it's just like, nah, bro. Let me help out his story, right? A show wouldn't be a show with one motherfucker. It takes a whole cast. Yeah. But then we look and think, oh no, but not in real life though. You have things that are like little sayings of, oh, it takes a village to raise a child. Well, I can do it all by myself. How about, can you?
You might.
No. Then we all know
it's not gonna be the same.
It's just like homeschooling a kid and then throwing them out into society. Yeah, he knows some things, but the main he has no social skills.
Yeah, you gotta socialize. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's for me, like that's life. It's just like, yo, you gotta learn how to maneuver through our environment. Once again, it's a game that goes into the simulation theory, right? Like for me, it's funny. Like us growing up, people were on games. All they do is, and now it's just like, okay, now you can make money with it. It's okay. But it's funny how people don't like to live in this game of life. You rather give a player, you rather develop your player online in 2K versus yourself in real life.
Because they're outraged. They're trapped. They feel trapped, lost.
It's the exact same shit though. This is what's crazy to me. Is the exact same shit. You rather spend 8 hours playing a video game that has no merit to you for real. Unless you're making money, cool, making money. But are you trying to take the exact same time to develop you like you're developing that character? And for me, it's that simple. Like, develop your main character. Once again, this is your main character. Why am I not trying to develop that?
And in order to develop your main character, you got to be a side character with other people. You got to help them through.
Every good video game,
they're your side character.
It has a main quest, and then when you don't want to do something, it has the sides. But you can't get stuck having fun playing the sides all the time. You got to go.
Doesn't progress.
What's the ending? We all love fucking San Andreas when it was out, right? But did you just only go around fucking killing hookers and shooting up the club and shit? No, right? You had to, okay, how does the game actually end? You had to develop the character and go on the main storyline. Yeah, you can have fun and drive around and do the bullshit on the side quest of the game, but there's still a main line of the game. But with this game, you have to find your main line, and most people don't want to try to find their main line. It's hard because the side quests are so fun. We don't take the time. That's for me. That's for everybody. That's the thing nobody wants to talk about. It's just like, what do you feel like is your main line quest, or what do you want it to be?
So, what advice would you give to somebody who wants to focus on their main quest? Where would you start?
I would start with the interests that actually interest you. Especially nowadays, like, you can look up anything. You have a thought, you can look it up. You have a thought, you can ask ChatGPT to help you out with following up with some thoughts. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Let me lock that in. You can't, and I used to do this a lot when I was younger too. You can't all try to be like your group, because most of the time, those are just the people you grew up with. It ain't really your group, right? When you find the thing that you love, those are the people that are your group, right? I had a saying where I was just like, man, we're all still kids. If there is a God, which I believe there is, right? We're children in his eyes no matter what, right? So therefore, we're always children. We're trying to learn something. We're still fucking trying to crawl and walk and stumbling and falling and hitting our head, right? And getting that back up and like, okay, now I found my balance. We're all doing that. But it starts with finding what you like for you, and not what you do for people and how they like you to do things for them. I feel like a lot of us, we do things just to make others happy instead of ourselves happy first. And that's what beats me up constantly. It's just like that child in you that's just like searching for approval. And some of us don't want to say that that's a childlike thing, but it is. You know, we all do it. It's just now that when you become an adult, whatever the fuck that means, when you become an adult, it's just like, nah, I don't have those qualities no more. I'm grown. I'm blah, blah, blah. I got this and this and this. You're still trying to please somebody. But how often do we actually try to please ourselves? Not in a crate, like, just actually be happy with you and what you're doing. Because I hate, like, when I, like, different cultures, you know, the stereotype of, like, Asian and Indian culture of, like, oh, my parents put me through school, so I have to do this. Damn, I thought it was your life. Not when I'm still underneath the roof, or not when they paying for this. I gotta make them happy. So when they die, is that when you're gonna start doing things for you? Or then when they die, are you gonna resent them for making you go through the things that you didn't want to do? You want to understand this culture. I don't, right? But we all have that, hey dad, come watch me. Like, when that happens, that shit it eats you up. Like, man, like when your kids go, man, like, dad, come watch me do this. You know what I mean? Or like, hey dad, come play with me. And you're like, yo, okay. Like, that little dude, that little person, like, wants me to see them accomplish something. They got something that they're so happy in that I need to see it, you know? And, you know, I'm a crier. I don't know why, but, like, when you have that and then it goes, you see it in everybody else. That's why I say, like, people don't slow down and watch shit to understand. Like, we all still have that. Everybody's little kid, you go to a park today, you'll see a kid, hey dad, hey mom, check me out, blah, blah, blah. They're looking at their sister. I bet you can't do this. Look, you can't jump this high, right? We all want to be seen and heard by somebody. And then once we figure out that thing that catches them, we keep doing that, right? For them, so then I can feel good for it. But then sometimes we fail because it's like, oh, I'm doing something negative or wrong that's pleasing this person, so I'm gonna keep doing it. And that's culture shit. Like man, like how some people think to this day, like, oh shit, if I go to jail, bro, I'm certified. Motherfucker, you retarded. Like how is that cool that you got locked up for this? Like, nah, you fucked up. Nah, man, shit, where I'm from, shit, I got a stamp, you know? That's crazy. But whoever they looked up to saw him, gave him a pat on the back. Yeah. Boom. Right? So for me, it's just like exposure is everything. Try to expose yourself to more things that actually truly excite you and make you happy for you and not others. That for me, that's the biggest thing, because I don't feel like nobody truly tries that for themselves, because it's painful. It hurts. You might get picked on because shit, you're a straight guy but you love rainbows. You're like, what? What? You just like rainbows? Yeah. Like, nah, I painted the whole room this color because, man, I love the sunshine and how the rainbow hits and blah blah blah. But you're straight, but you like it. So it's something that crazy or abstract that it's just like, nah, that's his thing. And if you just stick to that thing and you don't care what people think about it, okay, cool. But a lot of people go, oh no, that's weird, so I don't wanna do it.
Yeah, they care. And I think another addition to what you're saying is that it is necessary to be selfish to a certain extent.
To a certain extent.
You have to be selfish. Like a perfect example is, I think one issue that people have when they have a kid is all of their focus shifts to the child. Mm-hmm. Where in reality, you have to prioritize your relationship with your spouse first, because you can't be the best version of parents for that kid without being...
I'm going to push you back on that.
Let's hear it.
You need to have the relationship with you first.
So that's where I was...
With self. Yeah. It, like, it's the cliche shit of, like, if you don't love yourself, you can't love nobody else.
Yeah. I was going to... Yeah. That's exactly where I was going. Like, you have to have the relationship with your partner, and then even before that, you have to take care of yourself. There's nothing selfish about waking up in the morning and going to work out on your own or whatever, right? Like, I have to train. Yeah. But I'm better at home. I'm more productive at the house. Yes, I'm gone for that period of time. But I'm better. Everything. I feel better.
Yep.
I'm nicer. I'm more patient. And a lot of people, I feel like, are trying to, again, overcorrect what maybe their parents did, or maybe their parents, the grandparents, did to your parents. And then they're trying to overcorrect, and they think they have to be up their kids' ass, or they have to be up their spouse's ass, or they have to do all these things, and because they're so scared of what happened with their grandparents and their parents. And so they're trying to overcompensate and overswing, and they're missing the root of it. A, love yourself. B, now love your partner. And then that all translates to the kid. We've talked about this.
Yep.
You are a hardworking person. There's times where you don't get home until like 10 p.m., especially on the days you coach. Now you coach, you coach out of your garage, so that's fortunate. But when you were coaching at John's, you were going from FedEx, where you were getting up at 5, 6 a.m., working all goddamn day, then going to John's, and then you're not getting home till 10 o'clock. You're gone all day, right? And a lot of people then would equate that to like the 60s, where the dad was gone all the time, never spent no time with their kids, etc., etc. And then so they're trying to like overcompensate it. But we would talk about this, like, your kid's not gonna remember some random ass Tuesday.
Yep.
Were you there for their soccer game? Yeah. Were you there for their birthdays? Are you there when it like really like
matter.
there's gonna be a strong memory of it that it's gonna stick. But a random Tuesday you don't have to be there in the sense of like you still need to take time for yourself. Dad, mom, you got to take time for yourself. Set that time away. Set that time aside where you do go work out on your own, or you take that walk, or you take that time in the backyard where you're just chilling. Like
God took a day, bro. That's what I like. That's why I go back to like some scripture sometimes. I'd be like, y'all be tripping, like work every day. You know, shit, twice on Sunday. Like, no, bro. Like, God literally took a day. If you believe in it, he rested on the 6th or the 7th day, but he rested a day. It don't matter what day he rested, he had to take a break. Yeah, he made everything that ever existed. Okay? Of course, like that's crazy, right? You can't even think about that, right? But he took a rest day. That's your sign of like, yeah, sometimes you need to do some self-reflecting for yourself too. If your creator took a rest day, what do you think you need to do? Right? You should probably take a rest day. You know what I mean? But man, yeah, it's.
Well, people think that being unselfish is actually doing the kid better, or the wife better, or vice versa, whatever, right? But in reality, you're not the best version of yourself, so you can't be the best partner, and you can't be the best parent if you don't make the best version of yourself. And the only way to make the best version of yourself is you got to be selfish with your time. There has to be times where you're selfish and you're like, no, this is a part of what I have to do so that I can be a better person for you, so that I can be a better person for my kid. And then that goes back to being the side character in other people's story. You can't be the best member of society without being the best version of yourself. So there's people who do all this selfless work, but they're miserable.
Yep.
Right? You would be better off, most likely, in helping people if you were also helping yourself. Because
every coach has a coach. Every psychologist has somebody that. Everybody needs somebody.
Words only go so far. I can only sit here and be your therapist and transcribe into words so far and actually help you if I'm not doing it myself. I can't. You have to see it.
And that's where I was talking about earlier about like that's the difference between knowledge and wisdom. You know, that wisdom comes from doing it. You can read it and tell me something. I have the knowledge of that. I know of that. But the wisdom comes through, you know, the put it into work. You know what I mean? It's easy to look at a blueprint and go, well, I got to hang up this over here and tack this here and this and that. Yeah. But the guy that has wisdom goes, hey, you might want to saw this off first and then put it in because that joint's going to hit. Like, yeah. It just says I need to do this. You can't
tell your kid they can be whatever they want to be if you're not trying to be whatever you want to be. It just won't work because all they're going to grow up and see, eventually they're just going to see a hypocrite, and then they're also going to feel like it's not possible because they never saw it happen, right? And you can't.
And that's why I say life is about exposure too.
Yeah. Because
how can I say to my son, hey, you can go wherever you want? Really? Where do you want to go, Dad?
And they never go.
And you like, man, I've been wanting to go here, but why haven't you? When kids start asking you questions, they make it so simple because that's how it should be. Yeah. That shit will fuck you up. Well, why haven't you done it if it's that simple? Like, you know, sometimes I get a little short with my kids. I admit, right? But I try to have a dialogue with them afterwards if I lose my temper or something like that. But like, we just got back from the beach, Jamaica Beach, last weekend. We just got an RV and all that. And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Like, this is my first time really pulling this shit, doing the whole hookup at the RV park and all of that. And it's just like, told my oldest Ava, like, hey, come out here and watch me struggle. She was like, wait, what? I'm like, I don't know what the hell I'm doing, girl. She was like, but Dad, you know everything. I was like, I don't know shit. I be faking it for all of y'all. I'm just holding it together. She was like, what? And she's looking at me like, what the fuck is this crazy dude talking about? My dad,
I think that's important. She'll remember that.
And that's my point of like, hey, I don't know what I'm doing right now. But just stumble. I said, so I want you to see me struggle and to see me try. Because just like I tell you, I don't care if you struggle and you get something wrong. I just want you to try.
Yeah.
So come out here and watch me try. I said, I'm about to cuss and fuck some shit up. Hopefully I don't. But you're going to be here to watch me and figure it out, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Watch you come out on the other end.
Yeah. And I'm like, girl, look, I did it. She's like, yeah, we did it. Boom. Like, yeah. Whoo. She was like, we know for next time now. Yep, we sure do.
I've been thinking about this a lot because, obviously.
Yeah.
Right, but
new pappy.
There's you got to lead by example, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have to lead by example. That goes back to what we're talking about. Like you can't just tell, you can't just say. You have to do, right? And obviously, I know I can lead by example when it comes to like physical fitness. Taking good care of yourself. One thing that I've been trying to think about different ways to ensure like critical thinking. Right?
That's a tough one now, though.
Yeah. I'm like, I want to get a chessboard. Okay, we'll play chess together. That's critical thinking. She's going to do jiu-jitsu. That's critical thinking. But how can I ensure that you're not just doing, but you're actually problem solving, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I've been thinking about this a lot, trying to figure out how can I ensure that if you see a problem, you're not looking at the problem, you're looking at how you can solve that problem. And if I can teach you that, there's nothing you can't do.
I've been calling it free think to my kids. Like, I don't want you to be in the bubble with everybody else. Like, sure. I want you to free think. So,
how do you explain that? Like, how do you sit there and talk to
For me, man, I try to have like stupid random conversations. Because if you can think about the silliest bullshit, you can think about something serious. Right?
What do you mean?
Like, hey, what color would you make the sky if you can make the sky a color one day? Like, why would I make it other than anything that is blue? No, I just want you to think, what would happen? Oh, well, maybe I'll do this color. So what would that make the sea and the leaves? What do you think that would do? So I'll ask random questions just to make them think of different things. Something so ridiculous that they can't look it up. Because now, like, I think they've had studies out that shows that, we don't have that capacity of like, oh, let me figure out this solution. We're looking up the solution instead of trial and error, right? I think as time goes on, we have to do things that don't involve technology to make our kids think that way. Mm-hmm. Because if it's a question that they can actually look up, they have that access to look it up, they're never going to free think. They're never going to problem solve on their own. They're going to look at AI or go to Google and search it. So I feel like the more, my hippie ass is like more like natural shit of like, oh, we need to get out in nature and figure this out. We got to get out and no service and figure this out. Put the phones away and let's think about some things. Just having thought exercises, period, of like, what are you thinking about? Like, I don't even ask my kids sometimes, like, oh, how are you doing? I'm like, hey, what you thinking about? Nothing? All the things you could think about, and you're thinking of nothing? Like, I tried to get my daughter to, like I'm like, hey, somebody knocked out over there, huh? Like I'm like, hey, what's something that you've never shared with anybody that you think is weird that you keep to yourself? You should have one thing. The fact that she's like, nothing. I'm like, are you hiding something? Like, what do you mean nothing? You're 9. There's a lot of things that you be looking at like, what is that? Like, why do y'all do this? Why do y'all do that? Like, I know you have questions, but you just don't want to ask the tough dad. I'm too tough on you. No, you're not too tough. Okay, so what is it? I don't have anything. Okay, I'll just wait. I'll wait till you get older. You know? So it's just like, oh, you still have an innocent mind maybe or whatever, but I'm also worried that you're not thinking broadly enough. Because I know I had the randomest questions, when I was a kid. So why are you not thinking more? So I think it's like when you take away more of the electronic. I hate sounding like that too. It's like, take the tablet and take the like, but it's true. It's just like
so true,
it's like true. My son, he'd be like, man, Dad, why does this animal eat this? I'm like, bro, I have no idea. Like, maybe because of this and this, or maybe because of this and this. And I'm like, me and my 4-year-old have more crazy conversations about like random things than my 9-year-old, because she's like, oh, we can just ask Alexa. No, I want you to think about it. But why would I do that, Dad? We can just literally ask Alexa, like, calm down with the literally. But yeah. So it's stepping away from things, man. And I'm just a firm believer of like getting back into nature, man. Maybe it's because that's where I go to decompress a lot. Like, I wish I had more time just to, like, I'm gonna go fishing all day. Like, as a kid, that's what summer fishing all day. Like, just got back from a little family reunion in Shreveport, Louisiana, Benton, and my 2 aunts, they have a lake on the back of their house. They got lakefront property, so I used to always fish, like, literally all day, and just think about random things, even as a kid, just thinking. Once again, we didn't have no crazy, I think we had a PlayStation, but we normally just played that at night because I'm fishing all day.
Yeah.
And, yeah, man, I think it just goes back into getting out where you don't have service and just thinking and talking to people, man, and having that be your critical thinking, because everybody else ain't. They not. It's just simple to look things up.
Just living in concrete boxes,
bro. It's.
But again, it goes back to comfort. It's easy. Just handing your kid the tablet. Like, entertain yourself.
But, and that it goes back again to, like, man, not doing. You gotta do something that is, for me, it don't even have to be physically hard. Like, do something that's like you said, playing chess or something like that's. You have to combat something in life for me, like, to make it worthwhile. Like, there's sunrise, sunset. Like, I think we were talking about opposites earlier. To understand joy, you got to go through pain. Like, I was watching some Netflix movie. Man, I've been forgetting all my shit that I've been watching, bro. All of my shit that I've been watching. But it's on Netflix. It's a guy. Is it Morpheus? Not Morpheus. Is Morpheus the guy that's the king of dreams or something like that?
You talking about No.
But you know what I'm talking about? It's on Netflix. I think it's Morpheus. Is it Morpheus?
That's a vampire. The Marvel vampire, it's in Marvel, I think.
It is Marvel.
Yeah. It was the movie you're watching?
Oh, yeah.
No.
Morpheus is king of dreams.
Yeah. See.
Okay.
Shit. It's kicking in. Yeah, it's working. Yes. So, somehow I forget the whole little setup of it, but somehow the devil gave him. He was like, I quit. I'm like, everybody keeps blaming me for their sins and doing all this shit, and they get to hell, and like, I don't make them do the shit. Like, they torture themselves. They believe that they deserve this punishment, and I just let them have that punishment. I don't force nothing, but they can't blame me, so I'm done. And gave the keys to hell to Morpheus. So everybody was just like, yo, like, what you gonna do with hell? Like, what the fuck's gonna happen? So at the end of it, spoiler, at the end of it, right, he gives the keys to hell back to the angels in heaven. He's like, because without hell, heaven has no purpose, and vice versa. So you still gonna go through something, right? So why not choose the thing that you're gonna go through? You know what I mean? Like
it's almost the theory of like helicopter parenting.
Yeah.
You think that if you protect your kid and don't let them experience anything, or don't let
that keeps them safe.
Yeah, that you're keeping them safe.
But really, you're harming them
up
more.
Yeah.
You're putting them in more danger by coddling them, making sure they don't. Oh, let them. Shit. Hey, you about to fall. You about to fall. Doom. Yeah. Told you you was about to fall. Come here. I'll hold you though. Come here. Now you're gonna listen next time, right? Right? And that's why I say about like the universe do the same thing. It's just like, hey, don't talk to that girl. She ain't a good one. You'll figure it out.
Yeah.
6 months later.
Yeah, dude. Every part of your being knows. You
get what I'm saying?
Know.
You feel it.
You
it's
feel
like,
it.
oh,
You feel it.
Shit. It's
100%.
like, it's the balance. It's like, hold on, something.
Yeah.
Is that deja
That's
vu?
what
Is that what?
That's what anything.
Yeah.
The energy, like, energy is a real thing.
You know what's crazy? Like, energy's a real thing. But then you say that to some people and they be like, oh, he's one of these.
Yeah, one of these.
Yeah, charge your stones, bro. I had a cop. I had my shit on my dash. And she was like, oh, so you believe? He was like, you got to make sure your energy's right. And I was just like, so if I would have had a cross in my windshield, it would have been like, what's the But I digress.
But it is a real thing, dude. Like,
how do we have Bluetooth, an unseen thing? None of us know really how it works. We just use the shit, right? Just like most of the things that we fucking deal with. We don't know how it works, right? But you know it's real because you're using it, right? So if an unseen energy is real, what's the other unseen energies that you can understand?
I'll never forget going to the Muay Thai tournament. We're bro.
I already know what story you telling.
Dude,
Shout out to Cody Steele.
Yeah. Spoiler alert. I'll never forget, dog. We get to the line. Coach always wanted to make sure we get to the weigh-in line early so that you can go eat.
Yep.
It's good advice.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I'll be late, but you better be on time.
Yeah, right. So we're in Oklahoma. We're going for the tournament. And we're in the weigh-in line. We're at the very beginning. You walk in, dap us all up, whatever. The line's starting to trickle on down, starting to get longer. And then this motherfucker walks in. Bro, and you could just feel it. You could feel the energy just shift.
It's like an anime. You're like, dude, what is that?
Yeah. What power level is that?
Somebody just walked into the room.
What power level is bro? It's just like, you can feel it, dude. You can feel, like, when you're walking through, like, HEB, you can feel who you start, like, I think this definitely comes from martial arts, and it's definitely exacerbated through martial arts, because you learn about something. That's why we're all so tight with each other, because I know exactly who you are, because we've been through the trials of tribulation together.
I tell
we
people,
have beaten the shit out of each other.
The people I'm probably been the closest to in the last, how long have I been doing this shit? 16 years. It's just like the closest people outside of like family are motherfuckers that tried to practice murdering somebody. Yeah. Like, how'd y'all get cool? Well, he almost killed me one day. Like, what? Yeah. He knocked me out, or he put me to sleep, or shit. He fucking bent my arm back. And those are your closest friends. So like, yeah I know that motherfucker.
Know him.
Know him.
Without a doubt. You know that person.
Like he gets like, he's upset. How you know he upset? He ain't said shit. Trust me.
Yeah.
He's upset right now. Like just reading people's energy is just like it comes with it. And people like, what is this fucking Hunter? What y'all talking about? Y'all reading people's energies. Like you can feel it.
100%. Walking through HB. You're like, I know I'm confident in what I can do, but you can feel people's energy. It's not necessarily that they may or may not know how to defend themselves. You can just feel the fact that they wouldn't just give up easy.
Yeah.
Like it would be a fight. We always said that. It was like, no matter what, win or lose, you're gonna know the next day that you were in a fucking fight. And that, at the bare minimum, you can pride yourself on that, knowing like, hey, you might have won yesterday, but you woke up today.
You know I'm a man too.
You woke up today knowing, right?
Shit.
So we're standing in that freaking line, and Cody walks in, and the energy you could just feel it, dude. That was my first real interaction with that, like around somebody who was doing it at the highest level. Now he's in the UFC. This was what, 5 years ago now? 4 years ago now?
Look, does it have the date on the belt?
Yeah, right? Very first. Shout out to the belt over there. Nah, you know.
Champion.
You know, Class C, you know. But that was his first striking tournament, his first striking competition as well. He was just in the weight class above me. And yeah, man, like when he walked in, you could just tell. You're like, oh, that motherfucker knows some things. Yep. Like you could just feel it. You're like, nah, I'm good. Nope.
But it's shit like that also like kind of numbs you to certain things in life. Like I remember my stepsons were getting into it about a basketball game one time, man, and this motherfucker was about to scrap. They're twins, right? The twins. So they were getting into it. They were like, shit, we about to go right now. Fuck it. Like, get the gloves, blah, blah, blah. And I'm looking at these motherfuckers. And then it, like, dawned on me. I was like, am I supposed to break this up right now? Why am I seeing how this is going to play out? Like, why is violence so just, like, now I'm just, like, numb to it. I'm like, oh, look, I'm going to make sure he don't kill you, but you're going to be all right. Y'all really need to get it out. You know what I mean? Like, go ahead. Like it was that shit. Me and even AJ laughed about it a couple days ago, a week ago. I was like, man, that time you had to big brother him. You know what I mean? It was just like, nah, get it out you. I was just like, shit, like, like no, we don't hard spar. It's just like, no, sometimes it's necessary. Like, nah. Like, you might be the big dog one day, but nah, let me get that day.
But that day was not it, bro. like you champion now.
And then it was like, hey, yo. So it's just like that, like, bro, oh yeah, we cool now. Like, yeah, remember that one time we had to. So, yeah.
Yep. Everybody, you know, people have their issues with AJ or people were upset about whatever. I was like, dog, AJ, he ain't never done me dirty. Bro. They're like, what? And I'm like, bro, all you had to do was do what I did. And it's not even like you had to whoop his ass. Yeah. I did whoop his ass that day. but you don't even have to whoop his ass. He just didn't want to see you just bend over, bro. He just wanted to make sure.
And that's why I be telling people, like, going back once again, giving people grace. You don't know how he was raised, how he grew up. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like,
he has to fill everybody in.
Yeah, you know.
You teach Muay Thai.
Yeah.
Hey, you coach Muay Thai.
We hours in and shit.
You coach Muay Thai. Yeah. You used to coach at John's.
Yes.
I was a student. We had a full-blown fight team. I'm catching everybody up real quick.
I was about to say, we
just catching people up real quick, right? So
the CTE is real. No, I'm
You now have your own gym, your own brand. You're wearing it.
Yep.
Shout out. AhLittle Muay Thai.
Man, I really just be doing shit to love life, bro. Like,
that's the best way to do it.
Like, I try to be as transparent and as possible. It's just like, man, even when I was at John's, I really just like coaching people. Like, I was never the best pro. Like, I went pro, and 4 years ago. I still feel like I should have been amateur, but shit, I'm old now. I'm in my 30s. It's like, fuck it, a fight's a fight. And I used to have that little chip on my shoulder of like, man, I'm not this and that. Shout out to Bobby Peak, like I said, coaches have coaches. He's my mentor, close friend. He's like, nah, bro, like, you doing your thing. Like, you've been there, this and that. And having those people around, man, made me believe that I can, do the coaching, old student friend Megan, like, she the one that made the logo, so that goes back into like the side character, main character thing. Like, people help you push to certain things to learn yourself. Man, Muay Thai I started doing Muay Thai watching the UFC, man. The first, I don't even know if you know, I watched Anderson Silva fight Chris Lieben, and all they were talking about was the Muay Thai clinch, the plum, his stance was Muay Thai, and I was just like, I thought, not having been exposed to shit, it's just like, oh shit, I thought everything was karate or, whatever Bruce Lee used to do, wrestling, jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai, what the fuck was that, And I found a gym that said they did Muay Thai, had their own in-house ranking system too, but there was no fighters, so they did, you heard of Kali, like a screamer?
With the sticks?
Yeah, so, he was more focused on to that, and he did Jeet Kune Do and Vale Tudo and stuff like that, but nobody was like trying to really do MMA and kickboxing. They had a few people that were trying to get into MMA back in those days, but it was rough back in those days too. So there was no kickboxing or Muay Thai. It was just MMA, boxing. And man, that watching Anderson Silva do that's why I was like, I gotta find it. So when I got out of high school, that was I was going to go to school to be a game warden. Once again, loving outside, but I hated school. I hated school.
That's fair.
Went to ACC for a little bit, but when I was in ACC, that's when I found the gym. So I was spending more time at the gym than I was at school. So quit school, just training. I'm like, man, I'm gonna make it one day. And then, long story short, like, having a losing amateur career, switched gyms. When I switched gyms, I found John's gym, so that's why I started winning at with they had a coach, Sam Massey, at the time. But when I was there, that's when I started winning those fights. When I was there at a tournament, same tournament that you were in, I met Elton. So, shout out to Elton too, man. Like, if I hadn't met Elton, and it's crazy how I'm not an official ambush team. It's crazy because I've been around him for so long. If I would have never met Elton, I would have not know the whole scene of Austin MMA and everything. Like, him inviting me out to go to they changed that name of the gym so many times I forget the name when they were in Cedar Park back in the day.
Coopers.
This is not even Cooper's. I think it was like Austin Kickboxing Academy. Man, before they were ambushed and everything, it used to be, before it was Pinnacle, but before Pinnacle it was called something else, man. Like I said,
I have no idea.
yeah, bro, yeah, back in the day.
Yeah.
But that's where first time I saw Tim Kennedy, bro. Shout out to Tim, but fuck Tim at the same time, bro.
I tell those stories,
bro. Tim made me feel like I was young. You know what I mean? I was, on paper, I was an adult. Tim made me feel like a little boy, bro. Like, that man beat my ass.
Cause that was when he was in Strike Force. That's when he was peaking, dude. He was a motherfucker, bro.
Yeah,
I mean, he still is.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
He still is, but
exactly, bro.
But you were there. You were there where he was,
Bro.
scrapping.
He beat my, and I never did like real MMA or like I wasn't even training in jiu-jitsu yet because I didn't start training jiu-jitsu until Rodrigo came down when John brought him to teach at John's. So that's when I really got into jiu-jitsu was then. But before that, I didn't know real shit, you know. I studied the game. I knew all the guards, side control, blah, blah, blah. Like, I knew the words and shit, but, like, going through it, I didn't know shit but striking. And even my striking wasn't that good. Man, Tim beat my ass for, I don't even, bro. I just remember the ring that I was in and how much he was beating my ass. And then Elton comes over there to me and goes, I'm not going to tell the whole story. Because he beat my ass. But he's like, oh, man, you know who that is? I was like, I recognize his face, but I don't know who that is. He was like, that's Tim Kennedy. He just does this. He does that to everybody.
Yeah.
You'll be okay.
UFC champion.
Yeah.
Strikeforce champion.
You'll be okay.
Yeah.
It's like, man, that motherfucker's 240 right now. What do you mean he fights at 185? Like, he looked big as shit, and I was just like, yo.
I tell the story about you tapping the mount pressure. And he goes. We don't do that.
I said I wasn't gonna do that. The whole story. That's part of that story, bro. Motherfucker had since we gotta tell it now. Look at the fucking. He had me at high mount, bro. Like this, you know. This man just in high mount. You know what I mean? Thank God for cups.
For those who don't know, high mount means his knees are in your armpits. Your arms are above your head. And you're not moving.
How can I?
It's not a good time.
He's not on my hips. I can't bridge him.
Yeah. Mind you,
he's 230. He wasn't 240. He's probably at least 225, 230.
Mind you, this is MMA, so he can punch you in the mouth.
And he just
just playing jiu-jitsu.
He just giving me love taps.
Just tapping you,
so
letting you know.
So then I tap.
Letting you know you died.
With the hand that I can't do nothing with because I can't move him. We don't do that here. You'll figure a way out. Turns and punches me in my stomach. Boom. Hard as shit. He just stays there for another like whole minute, bro. And I just Kevin Hart in that shit. It's like no, nah, bro.
You survived though.
I'm here,
right?
I'm here.
That is kind of the crazy part, you know.
Bro, I think back to sometimes where like training with like at Cooper's when they had a crazy squad that used to come down from Killeen, you know, Pete, Jeff Neal, Pat, I think Pat T, who's the guy? I think he was there one time. Ultimate Fighter winner, something Smith, I forget his name. This is a while ago. Once again, this is over 10 years ago. This is like 15 years ago. So I'm looking around and I know all these killers. You know what I mean? Yes. Thank you. Colton Smith. God damn. You is on. I was hard to baby sleep. I'm sorry. I got excited. You was on. God, man. Yeah. So everybody there's no small guys. And I'm like, why in the fuck am I in this room with all these killers? Oh, I'm trying to be like these killers? Fuck. That's when, shout out to Pete, but that's when Pete was a dick. Pete hit me so hard, bro. That's when I figured out who Peter Stononik, I just call him the fifth now, but the fifth, that motherfucker hit me with a body hook just because I had a nice jab. I made everybody mad with a jab that day, like I do.
That jab is aggravating as fuck. And
Pete just said no, you're not doing that today.
Yeah.
He hit me with the one to shoot into like fuck. I just met you. How are you mad at me? Oh my God.
Pete sat me down with a knee to the liver.
Yep.
And I'm pretty good. I can take a punch. You've seen it. Pete sat me down with a knee to the liver. I took a whole round off. Like,
he said a round in
dude,
the
we
break.
were at the round plus plus the round that was left of that round, and it was at the beginning of the round. For being honest, that day, Pete was in fight camp, and he was getting ready. We were at Ambush here in Austin. And I did 4 rounds with that motherfucker. 4 rounds.
Nope.
And I remember, he tried to jump. I caught his kick, and he tried to jump over my leg. And I timed it perfectly and swept him. And I cheered because I'm like, holy shit, dude. I swept Pete, bro. Let's go. Boy.
Yep. You paid for that cheer. You paid for that cheer. I know you did.
Got my ass whooped.
Bro. That's like,
it was worth it.
Man, like before Jackson was, man child, this is how long I've been around Ambush. It was like Diego, Bro, I sparred Diego last year.
He's a grown man now.
I sparred Diego last year. I was just like,
man now, bro.
Nah, bro. Yeah, it's about time. These new motherfuckers is nah.
Diego Cutthroat Cortez,
bro.
He was a
like,
monster.
Why are you like this?
Yeah, he's been training at B Team too, doing jiu-jitsu. He's gonna be an absolute problem in MMA. It's actually terrifying.
The pressure and aggression that he does in Muay Thai
crumbles people.
If he's gonna do the exact same thing, in 4 ounces.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be disgusting.
Who I really want to see, bro, is Paul. Paul is also.
His boxing should not be as good as it is.
Paul should have moved that way. How big he is, bro. Like I be like, nah, fam. I'll take care of you, Bubba. I got you.
Yeah, bro.
No, you can't say something sweet like that and then throw motherfuckers across the room. No, Paul. No.
He is, dude. He's so nice. He's so nice outside the round. But the round with him is it's a fucking motherfucker, bro.
Just like, bro. It was probably like 2 years ago before Cody moved out to Vegas. I sparred him. I was just like, hey, remember when I used to get you? He's quiet. He's like, yeah. I don't like those days. And he hits me with like a crazy hook combination. I was just like, okay. Like, oh shit. Okay, we're here now. Like, remember who told you who was gonna be champions first? Yeah. Like, bro, when
people don't realize the scene here.
And this is just North Austin.
Like, the scene,
that's what's crazy.
The scene in Austin's crazy, or the scene. I mean, really Texas in general. Like, between San Antonio and here, just between the people we know, straight.
Even like Houston, bro. You gotta remember, like, the Houston Muay Thai scene used to be the scene. Yeah. You know what I mean? Sammy, Mark, I'm forgetting. I want to say Michael, but it ain't Michael. I'm forgetting his name. But like the whole Houston scene used to be the scene. You know what I mean? And now it's kind of more San Antonio. But like, man, shout out to Bobby Peak and everybody that, works the NDLs and WBCs, man. Like, Muay Thai is growing. Like, man, and just to be a part of the scene, like, I be taking little things from all the coaches that I get to, be around, working the MDLs of, the Muay Thai Development League. For people that don't know about it, man, it's like people's first little step on getting into the ring, or even if you've been in a ring, getting those, those fill-in rounds with people.
Or even if you kind of want to test yourself without the danger of it.
Yeah, like, you're not going to get hurt, but you want to test your skill set, or, combinations you've been going through, and
you just want to find out who you are.
Yeah.
That's why I competed.
Yeah.
The reason why I did
it tests your soul.
The reason why I did the tournament was to figure out who the fuck I was. That was my way of doing it.
You don't know who you are until you're locked in a cage and somebody's trying to take you out. It don't matter whatever you're going through life, it's like a psychedelic experience almost anytime you do that. Because it's just like, you're going to, whatever chemicals that are happening in your body in that fight or flight moment, and then you should be in the zone, but sometimes you're like self-reflecting on something else. It's like, no, I got to handle this task. Right now, I'm just in this moment. Man, you figure out, like, your thinking process, your mindset. You know, who are you for real when shit hits the fan? Like, and that's what people think. Oh, y'all just, you know, it's just human cockfighting. Y'all just out there just doing, like, nah, bro. It's so.
Oh, it's that inner work that we're talking about. You know, like, we just chose to do it through a physical sport like fighting, because I mean, to me, it's the most efficient way to figure out who you are, the quickest way.
It should be a tax write-off or something for, like, the therapy that you get from doing jiu-jitsu, boxing, Muay Thai, whatever, like
afterwards, after a hard session, it's an undescribable feeling.
You feel like you
all
threw
that
off the day.
Anxiousness gone, dude.
You threw off the day, like some people get it through running, cool. Like, some people get it through lifting weights, cool. But, like, man, like, I don't know, man.
I've done
all of it.
Definitely ran, definitely lifted weights. There's nothing like even just a training session. You don't even have to go and fight.
Nope.
Just a training session, like, you leave that place and you know that there's nothing that's gonna happen during your day that is gonna be more stressful than a motherfucker literally trying to kill you. Literally trying to kill you. They're like, Jordan, why don't you ever tap to chokes? Because that motherfucker's trying. That means I died.
I got it.
That means I died.
Yep.
If you break my arm, like joint locks, like, okay, cool, I'm gonna tap. I'm not gonna break my arm. But if we were actually, like, fighting to the death and you broke my arm, I could still fight. But if you get on my neck
and I get put to sleep,
I'm dead.
You forced me out of my consciousness.
Yeah.
Do you, like, when you say it in those, like, words?
Last week.
Yeah, like, bruh, like, you forcefully took me out of consciousness. I try to do that every night just to recharge, but you just did it.
You just recharged me right now.
Yeah, like, oh shit, like, bro, I got baseball choked one time. You know, you could, like, I tried to roll out of it, but it was too late. But it was at the end of the round, and I woke up. I was like, man, how long? They were like, man, I just let you go. I was like, bro, I thought I was gone for minutes,
dude,
and it was seconds. Like,
it's wild.
It's like going into surgery. You're like, oh, when you gonna get the cutting, doc? Like, I done cut and sewed you up. What the fuck happened?
When you wake up, it's so crazy. You had a full blown, like, a whole ass dream that happens instantaneously, because you wake up seconds later. But it feels like you were out.
Those curtains start to just slowly. That's why I tell people, like people that cut weight and they've never been put to sleep. Like, I told Mateo was cutting weight for his second fight when we were in Oklahoma. He had to take the bath, right? So I get the bath hot as possible. Put the Abilene on his skin and all that. And I'm like, hey, don't stand up too quick, because the blood's going to go boom. And I was like, if you've never been put to sleep, you're not going to know when to hold yourself up on passing out. Don't get up too fast, young motherfucker. What does he do? Stands up, gets out of the tub. Oh, shit, his mom don't know this. His mom ain't going to see this. But he fucking, boom, and he's like, falls. And I catch him and, like, he wakes up. What the fuck? What happened? I said, boy, you are tweaking. Calm down. Calm down. Like, really? I got you. As I told you not to stand up. He was like, I was out. It's like, just for, like, maybe a couple seconds, like 5 seconds. But yeah.
5 seconds, a couple seconds.
5, 10
seconds.
Because he went out, boom, he slumped. And I held him there, and then what happened? I was like, bro, I told you that elevation, you stand up too quick, that shit got out of you. And then that's the same thing getting put to sleep. Like, you think you good 1 minute, especially, like, if you've been going, and them arteries close up, you gone, son. You are out of there. And most people, like I said, man, it's learning your body and learning yourself on, like, where not to freak out at. Yeah. And it's nothing else like it, man. Like, I tell, like, people be like, oh, man, I played this sport. it's not like we treat it as a sport because it's getting looked at like a sport, but for real, it's just like, bro, there's some life shit that's why people respect like the fighters more than like, hold on, no, they know something. Like that girl the Brazilian chick that beat up that attacker, like dude's whole face was swollen up. It's just like, yeah, but like she beat up a man. Now the man was close to her size, right? So, but you beat up a fucking grown ass man because you know these techniques, like,
yeah,
you know. That's why I laugh at big dudes that be trying to like, oh, you know, went out to Crazy Dirty Six, and it's just like I'm looking at all these guys. Like back in the day, you know, motherfuckers used to fight like crazy, and it seemed like people don't fight no more; they rather shoot. So, but I'm looking, I'm like, man, one of these, I'm like, these big motherfuckers don't even fight no more. Back in the day, I used to get, oh yeah, I'm gonna get the little guy. Like, fuck, man. Like, everybody's like, hey man, you don't want to pick on this dude. Like, hey, you might want to chill out. It's like, fuck. And then they look at you and you're like, hold on, no, he knows something. Like, how do you know? It's that energy. Mm-hmm. Like, that's what people used to say with me. Like, man, nah, how you walk around with this much confidence and this and that? I'm like, because most of the people that can kill me with the bare hands, I probably know them. You know what I mean? And if not, I'm an athlete enough that I can run from you. Like, my dad had a saying that it's better to say there he go than there he lay any day. So if I could take one shot and know you can whoop my ass, but you probably can't catch me. There's very few people on this planet I believe that can do both. I'll continue to say that. Bro, you can either beat my ass or catch me. If you can do both, why are we doing this? Like, what did I do? What did I do?
Sorry.
Why, like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But, like, yo, I can either defend myself or get the fuck up out of here.
But that's like, another misconception, too. Like, people think, like, oh, the more you know how to fight, you want to fight. Fuck that. It's the less I want to fight, because you know the possible consequence if you do choose the wrong person. They don't even have to be necessarily on the same level, especially when it comes to stand-up arts. Like stand-up striking, no matter what, puncher's chance is always a real thing. And that's why jiu-jitsu or wrestling or judo is so important to at least have a foundation, because no matter what, puncher's chance is a real fucking thing. And you're talking about these behemoth dudes, right? They might not know a damn thing or what they're doing, but if they swing hard enough,
if a heavyweight hits your ass,
you're going to sleep, and it's bad, right? Yep. But if I grab you, I'm gonna play with you like a child, even if you are that big. Yeah,
it's running and swimming. Striking is running. The ground is swimming. Everybody can walk if they got legs.
Yeah.
They can walk.
But not everybody can swim.
Not everybody can swim, dog. And you know that as soon as you hit the water, you can have confidence all you want. You thought that shit was waist deep. Oh shit, this the ocean?
Grappling is the ultimate humbler, dude.
Bro,
when someone pieces you up on the feet,
you go,
it sucks.
You be like, all right, bro, you got me. You got the skippy pass. Yeah.
But when someone fucks with you on the ground and just plays with you like a child, you will never feel more helpless in your life.
Bro, when I tell people that you can drown the same way you can drown somebody grappling, you can do the same thing striking.
Just touch them.
And both of them suck. Yeah. When you get drowned in striking, it just feels like, yo, he's trying to kill me. Like, he's giving me bodily and brain damage. Jiu-jitsu is just like, yo, he's playing with it. Like, it looks like the fucking orca with the seal. It's just like, yo.
Flipping him around.
Bro, another time, Tim. Man, fuck Tim. I like you, though. But fuck Tim, man. Maybe you have flashbacks. Man, we had John's one time. He talking to Rodrigo the whole round, putting me in different crucifixes and fucking doing all shit to him. Like, oh, yeah. He's like, you cross your legs like this? Oh, you could do, it's like a calf slicer, but on his forearm. And I'm just like, because what the fuck I'm going to do? I can't move, bro. I can't move.
People don't understand. It's not that you're not trying. It's not from a lack of effort.
No, I'm trying.
Grappling. There is no, like, there's almost, if you know nothing, and the other person knows is like a blue belt, a good blue belt or higher, there is no luck involved.
No.
You're not going to get lucky. Like, there's a reason why we can play jiu-jitsu. It's because if at a certain point, when new people come in, you literally can play with them.
Yep.
And the chances of them submitting you is pretty much zero. Mm-hmm. Now, D1 wrestlers and things, we're not talking about that.
Yeah, fuck them guys too.
Yeah, we're not talking about that. I went to a war with I go to war with this D1 wrestler all the time. And I'm just like, damn. And he's an absolute unit, too.
Yeah, y'all are cool, but fuck y'all.
Yeah, he's an absolute unit, too. But, like, if you don't know nothing, even if you're a striker, and you come in and you do a jiu-jitsu class, they're going to play with you, no matter what. No matter what, there is no luck involved.
Don't let it be gee.
You're not going in your first day and you're like, oh, I hit that dude with my right hand. No, there is no moral.
When a grown man plays, oh, you want to be a helicopter today? Come on, grabs both your wrists and puts his feet on your hips and go, yeah. Ooh, you having fun? No, sir, bro. That's why a lot of guys, those guys that want to be hard, that's why they quit jiu-jitsu.
Oh yeah. They go to boxing.
And like, nah, bro, like, come humble yourself. They can't handle it.
They can't handle it.
That ego get hit too hard, you know.
It's a motherfucker, bro.
And that's why people are scared of mushrooms. You see how that pivot?
Boom.
How I did that? Boom.
But why? Dude, the world would be how much better of a place. Now, I don't believe in absolutes, so I don't think everyone should do mushrooms. But people,
if you ain't, that's good English. If you ain't got the but man, if you already know, look, caffeine makes me go crazy, then you can't take much.
Yeah, maybe not for you.
Yeah, that's not for you.
But for most people,
I just like most people can't take certain drugs because they're allergic to vaccines. But pivot. But I'm back. I feel like if kids have to get certain shots to go to schools, you need to do some psychological, psychedelic something to see, are you actually okay with you and the people around you? You need to take a 3.5.
Have a little, take a little trip.
And now that is becoming legal to do all the therapy, go to to the bougie resort.
Do it.
Go do it.
Yeah.
I think it's mandatory I think every leader should do it.
Yeah.
If you are in a role and have mass amount of people under you, and you already have a hard time with empathy specifically, you need a 3.5 or you need a microdose to see how you actually deal with it. Because a lot of people microdose and go, oh shit, I feel good. Mm-hmm. So you've been feeling bad. Mm. No, I'm saying I feel good. The only reason you know that you feel good is because you were feeling bad. Mm. If not, you would have said you feel better.
Yeah, that's fair.
Right? So, I feel like every leader, man, like just like, we both listen to a lot of Joe Rogan, but I feel like if you can force me to give my kid a shot that I don't agree with, because you say they have to have this to go to school. Okay, cool. I'll wait until the very last moment to give them to them, where they're the oldest, where their body can handle it. Okay, I don't agree with it. We'll get it done. Everybody else ain't all the way fucked up. We'll get into it. But, okay, cool. Now, you're the president. You're a CEO. You're a manager. You got people looking up to you for this and that. You need to do that. I think it's necessary because we run away from too much within ourselves.
There is no running.
There's no running.
No running.
That
Not
shit.
Once.
You do a 3.5. I tell people, I said you're in the Scooby Doo house. If you watch a Scooby Doo, you going through that door, you come right back in that hallway. How you doom 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 doom? You don't want to do. You think you running, you come right back to the hallway. You gotta deal with it. Oh, I'm gonna try the other door. You right back into it. You're gonna deal with it. I just wanted to know how I can make my business better and do this for. No, you gotta deal with that. Your dad left at 3, and you have identity problems with that because now you don't feel wanted.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
You have to
We
face
went
it.
all the way back to 3. Yeah, I don't give a fuck if you 55.
You have to face it.
You gotta face it. Well, I don't want to. Well, you're about to have a rough night.
Yeah.
I don't believe in bad trips.
Ooh, okay. Let's hear it. This is a...
Bad trips are not bad. You think it's bad because you're uncomfortable. You don't have bad training sessions. You had a bad training session because you were uncomfortable and didn't get to do what you want to do. So the bad trip is, I had a bad trip because, man, this was coming out of this and blah, blah, blah. I was seeing this and it was bad and I was hyperventilating. Because you wasn't in control of the trip, you had a bad trip. No, that was a lesson. That was a character development part that you missed. It's not bad. It's just you didn't know how to maneuver and go through it. You didn't have a bad training session. That motherfucker knew more shit than you and whooped your ass because he knew how to defeat everything you threw at him. It's your job to learn how to manage that. Just like it was yours to know how to manage what was really in that dark place that you were in when you were on the mushrooms.
This is really interesting.
That makes sense?
No, I agree. Because I knew this was actually going to come up. I was thinking about this yesterday. I can't fathom quote unquote bad trip. Look, Taylor and I would be the first to tell you.
Yeah.
We've done copious
Yeah.
amounts of mushroom at this point.
Hey, it's good for you.
I couldn't recommend it more for every couple to do mushrooms together.
Man.
Dude, you will form a level of consciousness in your relationship that you just always know what the other person is saying, even if they don't articulate it properly, or even if they're a little frustrated, even if they come off a certain way, no matter what. Again, it goes back to us fighting.
Yep.
I know who you are because we've done fucking numerous of rounds after round after round. I know who Branden is. It's this. Yeah, Taylor and I get to do that in jiu-jitsu, but I'm not trying to kill her like I would be somebody else, right? It's not the it's not the same level of competition. Yeah. So what can we do? Okay, we can do mushrooms together, and now we understand. I now have that same level of grasp of her as I would with somebody who we've went to war. Like you really, like y'all were going at it.
And man, mushrooms is different than any other substance because some people will be like, well, shit, man, I like to have a few beers and talk to my chick, or like it's not the same. It's not the same.
It's not the same. You're almost always gonna hold back something, unless you're just. I mean, not always. No.
Because
absolutes,
people think that like alcohol will take like, oh man, it makes me loose.
But it's not gonna make you force. It's not gonna force you to face something like a psychedelic.
Exactly.
Especially shrooms. So,
like, and that's why like there's people that like, they'll try to take acid for the same reason and all of that, or if you can get peyote, all the different ways to trip. For me, mushroom is the work. You know what I mean? And just like any other substance, it depends on what strain of it you take will do a certain thing.
I think more people are scared of taking mushrooms because of the work than they are because it's illegal.
it's something that they can't. It's the control. It's all our egos.
Oh yeah, because you're gonna experience ego death.
It's and that was hard for me because I'm always trying to like, oh, let me manipulate it this way. Now I don't say I'm controlling something. I say everything can be manipulated. I can't control anything, but I can manipulate a lot of different things.
How so?
You can't control anything. You just manipulate it.
Like what? What's an example?
Our dogs. These are wolves that we have just sleeping with us right now. They just sleep, right? We don't control them. We don't tell them what to do all the time, but we manipulate them enough that it's the illusion.
Them.
It's the illusion of control.
We incentivize them enough. That's how we got dogs.
Mm-hmm.
We just kept feeding the wolves.
Yep.
We incentivized them to protect us.
So it's the same thing like dealing with people. You really can't control me. You manipulate me. It's almost the same thing, but it's just like, nah, like control is, I press a button, you go.
Yeah.
That's control.
Yeah.
And that's what type of control that we want to have with ourselves. When we trip on something, what the fuck, man? I'm losing my balance. I should have
The
fucking
earth
control.
shook.
Yeah.
Bro, when the earth shakes, dude.
Bro, you be like, yo, the hell was that? Right?
Yeah.
Hold on, man.
So
I know I'm looking at something right now. Why is the wall shifting like that? I have no control.
I want to tie this back into your deep dive into theology, because we've talked about this before.
Mm-hmm.
And for those listening, if you've had this same experience, I'm genuinely curious about it, and I want you to send it to me. But we've had this conversation before, where you do enough, and there are things that are happening that you can't necessarily explain. It's taken place in a plane of existence that is not this existence, right? And we've talked about how when you do a ton, something else begins talking to you. And this goes back to you, this new deep, or not new deep dive, but this kind of re-deep dive for theology for you, where we've talked about like this godlike figure who talks to you.
That voice that's not your voice.
Yeah, it's not your voice, and you know it's not your voice because you know what you sound like. Mm-hmm. You know what the conversation in your head sounds like when you're talking about it. Mm-hmm. But what's talking to you, who's talking to you, is not you. There is something, because
I got a theory on top of theory with that.
I want to hear it, but let me.
I'm getting you. Let me get it out.
Let me finish here. So, there's a guy who believes psychedelics led to religion. We know that we've been doing psychedelics for a long
It don't matter
time,
what
right?
type of yeah.
And so there's a guy who believes that, or theorizes that religion largely came from the use of psychedelics. Mm-hmm. We also know that our brain size increase, a lot of it is contributed to especially psilocybin in general. Mm-hmm. And it makes sense if you've done enough. And again, if you're listening to this and if you've had this experience, I want to know, because I am curious. If you've done enough, there is something outside of you that is talking to you. And it almost is like teaching you a lesson, or it's having some words of wisdom for you, or it's having some kind of antidote. Like when it happened to me, mine was like essentially, this voice was saying like, oh, you're never going to be this ultra rich and famous person, but you're going to have a massive impact in your community. Mm-hmm. And I would, okay, I could live with that. That's what this is about. That's what us like having these conversations about, is just having talking in the community, or having, the fucking
You
thought
about it. As soon as they got up, they're like, "Oh, they didn't bark," and you were like,
the doorbell fucking threw me off. Dude.
I know it.
But this is my way of helping people. is just through communication. Here you go. What's your theories? I lost it. The door fucked me up.
Right, he took you all the way out.
All the way out,
He took you all the way out. Nah, man. My theory on the people seeing entities or talking to different energies or whatever, or entities. We'll just keep it at entities.
Sure, entities is a good word.
If we believe, once again, it kind of goes back into like energy. We believe in energy, right? We believe that different food gives us different energies at different times too, right? So I believe mushrooms gives us a different veil and a different antenna as well. For energies and to see energy different. Because how does our brain and our eyes connect when we're tripping and seeing things, right, in a different veil? So just like how we have infrared and all these other different modes to see things with different optics, right? We know those energies are real, right? We know that we can see in night vision, we see in this, we can see that, but we need the tool to help us. Why isn't the mushroom a bio tool instead of a mechanical one? We don't think of it like that, right? Most of the things that we have that are mechanical, it's already a thing, right? This is based off of us. The car is based off of us, right? But it's mechanical. So what about the mushroom? The mushroom, I believe, is just a way, like putting on a different mode of glasses to see the energy different. So that's why, like, when you take some mushrooms and you see the light looks different, or you can see the grass kind of, it looks like it's absorbing. You can see photosynthesis. You can see the photosynthesis happen.
You can see it existing.
You can see sun rays differently. Yeah. Right? You see the trees like damn near grow and go back into the different type of their lifespan. Right? You can see those things when you're under. Right? So also you hear different things. Everything, all your little attributes are different. And that's why your heart races, your eyes are dilated. You
can see in the dark.
Right?
Bruh.
So you and
you get night vision.
And if you do enough, or if you tap in the right way, I've tapped into other people's trips.
You told me this.
Where
tell the story for those who
it was like my second time doing mushrooms in a group setting. And this lady was having what people say, bad trip. And I'm sitting there with my eyes closed. It's at night. We're going to have a fire going. And I can see her in this like spiral. And it's like things grabbing at her. Right? And it's one big thing that's just pulling her down the spiral. But before we got to that spiral, let me back up. Before we got to that spiral, it was like seeing God. Like that, like being in God's presence, like the cliche of a big, just beaming light, you know that this is some type of source power, right? But it's not hot, it's just beaming. So she tries to touch it. Before we got there, it was like you can walk around me, but you can't touch me. So she reaches out, tries to touch. She gets pulled down the hole. So I'm like, yo, that spiral is crazy. Let me help her. So whatever was happening, I pull it out. Right? Out of the little vortex. Right? So we both kind of like, oh shit, come out of it. And she was like, fuck, I was so close. I was so close. I was right there, blah, 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 blah. Freaking out, right? Almost sounded like a schizophrenic would. Like, I was blah, 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 blah. And I was like, you wasn't allowed to touch it. So I was like, and don't let that other thing touch you like that. Like, you was almost gone. And she looks at me and goes, "Holy fuck, you were there?" It's like, how did you think you got out the hole? Who do you think pulled your hand? I like blew her brain. Like, she runs off and goes, "Holy fuck, holy fuck, holy fuck." How the, that's everything that happened. I'm like, I know, I was there. What the fuck are you talking about? Like just talking like it's like this, like of course, like it's a matter of fact. And that's when I was just like, oh shit, sometimes the people that you think are crazy ain't really crazy. Maybe some of the crazy people are built with the veil or the extra glasses that we take, like when taking a mushroom. Maybe the schizophrenics aren't really schizophrenic. Maybe they have that built-in mechanism that the mushroom gives us.
So
you get what I'm saying? That sounds crazy. It sounds crazy, but when I jumped into her trip, I was like, oh.
Yeah. So with this jump, like with y'all's trips colliding, did you know this person?
No. Never. First day meeting her.
Have you ever seen her again?
No.
Do you think it's possible that this was presented to you as some kind of lesson or some kind of challenge? That maybe that didn't exist. Maybe that moment didn't happen actually for anybody else. But it was a moment specifically for you that felt so real that you pulled this person out. But it was trying to teach you something.
Me and Marlene started doing, we were seeing different colors, tripping balls at this point. So we have the blanket over us, and it's just like we can see colors, like we're just seeing colors, but it's dark. And we're seeing colors.
Yeah.
Her eyes are closed.
Yeah.
And she's telling me every color that it's changing to. And I close my eyes, and then I start saying, and she's just like, that's what I'm seeing. So, for whatever reason, I can, when we're under that day, we were sharing thoughts in that moment.
I've experienced this.
Okay?
Yeah.
So,
you can 100% have like a joint trip.
Mm-hmm. Is it a joint trip, or are we
connected?
Are we connected
On a deeper level?
On a deeper level, just like how both of our phones compare to the same speaker, right?
Not at the same time.
But not at the same time. But that's man-made. Get what I'm saying? So it's like us syncing in together and being one speaker.
Do you think this girl that you pulled out, do you think she's a real person somewhere?
Or is she just
or was she just something that you, like, again...
No, she's a real person.
But how do you know?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean?
You've
never met this person.
I know.
But how do you know that person is real?
No. Before we took the mushrooms, everybody's talking, blah, 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 blah. She's a real person.
Wait. Yeah, so that's what I'm asking. So, this person, she was with you.
Yeah. Before the mushrooms and after coming down from the mushrooms.
But it's not. So where were y'all in relation to each other?
Prior?
No. During the mushroom trip.
Right next to me, though. Not in like here, but like close to me.
Okay, so this is what I'm trying to better understand.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So y'all were doing mushrooms together, but you didn't meet this person. This is in like a
ceremony setting.
Yeah. Okay. So you're in a group. Y'all are choosing to do the psychedelics. You never met these people
before this day,
but y'all have come together, right? Kind of like a shaman.
Yep.
Okay.
Exactly.
And so you guys are in this circle, and y'all begin tripping. How much? Like, everybody has like a different.
Yeah, everybody had
a different dosage when it comes to tripping. Like what?
Nah, it's
like what kind of dosage are we talking?
It's over 3.5 up.
Okay.
For sure.
Okay.
So it's that dosage that everybody be like, you take more than an eighth, you're gonna be there.
Yeah. So you have. Okay, so y'all do a sizable amount.
I forget what strain it was, but yeah.
So you guys do a sizable amount.
Mm-hmm.
And y'all are next to each other. But, like, are y'all's eyes closed?
I think.
Are y'all laying on your back?
I was sitting.
Up,
no, we were both sitting in chairs.
Okay.
But within seeing what I think her eyes was closed and she was just tripping. And then for me, I kind of like just went there. Like, I don't. Once again, mushroom talk. But I kind of just went there, so I can't remember if my eyes were closed or not. But I vividly saw. It's like a lucid dream. I vividly saw everything that she was going through. Just like how me and Marlene started vividly seeing, like, oh, you see this color? My eyes are closed. How do you see that?
Yeah.
Right.
So not only could you feel it, because definitely 100%, you do it, you can feel it. Like, you know, like you do it. You can even do a small amount of mushrooms.
Yeah.
When you're around somebody, especially someone who you know pretty well, like you can feel, like you feel sad. Like I know you're sad because I can feel it, right? So you're saying not only could you feel her sadness, you also saw it.
Yep.
Yeah. That's...
And I knew what she was trying to do when she reached out and touched. Remember I told you she reached out and was trying to touch the source, the power source. She was searching for God and trying to hold on to God. For whatever reason, you not allowed. Like in that moment, it's just like, nah, you can't.
So what do you think the spiral illustrates? Like what was her falling down that spiral illustrating?
I think the spiral was her whooping for not following directions. I think that's the same thing for all of us. It's like, which is weird. Like we have free will, but we have to follow certain directions. Right. That's why I told you I've been trying to get back into like biblical sourcing and then like cross-referencing with the Muslims, the Jews, everything. I try to, because everything has a kind of follows the same teaching. So I feel like it's just that you fucked up and this is your repercussion of you not listening. So.
Have you ever talked to her again afterwards? No. Nothing. Just went y'all separate ways.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Because she had some issues with the group, so the other group was like, hey, no, you. Yeah. Because.
You ever curious?
Yes. Yes and no. Because everything happens for a reason. Even when the reason don't make sense. Like, once again, my woo-woo hippie shit, right? Being downtown last night, I saw a friend, an old friend, right? One of those people like, oh, you used to know him, wasn't that, y'all were close, but just broke different ways. And I looked at him, gave AJ a compliment on his, AJ always dressing all, all like suited up, yeah. So he had a nice little suit on. It had all this, charm to it. So the dude comes up to him and goes, hey, man, like, that's nice. And I was just like, man, that's fucking Josh. It's like, hey, Josh. And when I went to go reach to try to touch him, I wear tiger eye, right? It's supposed to be, once again, my hippie bullshit. So,
what is that?
Supposed to be, protecting and all of that,
But like what? Like where and how?
Weird, because I had 2 bracelets. When I reached out to touch them, I guess I never break shit on me. Like, everybody knows me. I'm not very clumsy at all, right? I'm very aware of my surroundings. But somehow, I guess I clipped my belt, but I don't remember clipping not my belt, my knife, right? But when I went to reach out, I had 2 bands, right? One of them just popped. That's a sign.
You know what
Hi,
Josh. Bye, Josh.
Yeah, like, no, like that. I don't need to try he's on his own path. And then, like, for me, sometimes it's just like everybody has their journey for whatever reason. You know what I mean? And I'm like sometimes it's certain shit's like divine intervention. Like, oh, you supposed to be going through that. I can't help you. Like, I feel like with a lot of people, we had so much empathy for people. Like, oh, let me help you with this. Let me help you with that. Sometimes you gotta let
them figure it out.
You gotta let them figure out.
Yeah.
Like
that's a hard thing to accept.
Like, don't let them, like, throw him the lifesaver, but don't go in for him.
Yeah.
Let him drink some water. He ain't gonna drown.
It's a hard thing to accept.
And if he does, like, that might have been his thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
it goes back to leading. It goes back to leading by example.
Yep.
I've realized that the people around me respond better, or they do better for themselves when you just do, and you don't necessarily you're not like on their ass about it.
Mm-hmm.
But you start doing, and that's it. You literally just start doing, and then you start to notice the people in your tight circle. They just kind of start to do slowly as well.
And hard love is difficult, bro. Like, hard love is like, it's selfish sometimes. It feels like man, because it feels like you give them tough love, but to them, whoever that person is, they feel like it's like, oh, fuck you. But it's just like, nah, bro. Like, I gotta look out for me the same way you gotta look out for you. So you're toxic right now. Your energy's not right. You're not aligned with me. Whatever. It's just like, nah. You gotta go through this process. Once you're good, we can be good. But I can't help you with X, Y, and Z. Like we all seen like family members get out of whack. Like, oh, you didn't help me when I was down, and I needed this and I needed that. It's just like, how much of your life do you want me to live for you? You know what I mean? Like, damn, like, how much of my help do you need to make you better? Because if I help you with the whole situation, is it your situation or mine?
Have you always had this, what you keep referring to as like a hippie mindset?
I felt like I always thought different, but like being raised Baptist, and like, it's just like, nah. Trying to think outside the box, I always felt like was frowned upon.
Can you pinpoint a moment where like everything just kind of changed for you? Like, what led you to start exploring psychedelics, doing shaman work? Like you said, that was the second time you've done.
Man, people think I have this high self-esteem, but I'm very hard on myself, and sometimes I get very dark. And in that, like, that's where my empathy comes from, when I see somebody that I can tell is beating themselves up. And I'm like, oh, that motherfucker hurting. I felt like shit, so I don't want nobody else next to me feeling like shit. Or let me help them navigate that. But then it was like, shit, how can I help a motherfucker navigate that shit when it's just like, fuck, I thought about ending my shit the other day, right? People don't want to talk about it, but it's just like, oh, shit, like, you ever been suicidal? Yeah, shit, the worst thing for you is the worst thing for you. So it's just like, so it's just like, if I want to be better, especially having kids, like, if I want to be better, and there's something that people are saying is going to help you maneuver through life, and you won't try the thing that could help, if you really think you have nothing to lose, why are you tiptoeing around things that could help you? If you ready to give up, try everything then.
What do you think holds people back from doing that?
Other people.
Like their thoughts, or I mean the way that they might be perceived because of it. It's the same thing that keeps people in line.
Like motherfuckers is it's more acceptable to be a fucking drunk to be a pothead. It's changing now.
Yeah.
But especially, you go back 20 years. Not even. 10, but what?
5.
It's
5.
Yeah. When oh shit, our Jamie's gone.
I know.
But I'm like, whenever California made weed legal.
Well, I mean,
right?
they've been doing a medical card for fucking forever.
Yeah, but still, that's still
I think they went legal
2016,
17,
somewhere in there,
like
right? So that's 10 years ago, right? So before then, it's like, oh no, every office had a functional alcoholic. Never got fired. You give somebody a random drug test on weed,
boom, gone.
boom, gone.
Yeah.
But this motherfucker got he got to blow into his fucking car
just to get to work.
Yeah. Never gets fired. Man,
Probably missed
man,
work a few times.
Joe got that court date for that thing,
Called
for that thing.
hungover,
Yeah. But that's socially acceptable. But this guy just want to be at ease, or want to get a good night's sleep, or damn, he has chronic back pain, but he don't want to fuck up his kidneys because he got a kidney problem already.
William J. Hurst.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just like, for me, it's just like that's where it kind of started. Like, hold on. This my whole life I thought this shit was bad.
Yeah. Have you always been like the outsider's like a not the right word.
The black sheep.
Like,
you didn't want to say that because I'm black.
No, I would have said it because you are black. Shit. No, I genuinely couldn't think of it. I was like something sheep. Didn't realize I had the reference right in front of me.
Yeah, we're working on our 5 minutes of stand up. Yeah, that's what we're doing.
But
trying to get on Kill Tony now.
But yeah, have you always kind of been?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Like I said, my confidence was low because like I always got picked on growing up because I'm the black guy that likes to do white people shit apparently. Like, you like to quote unquote.
Yeah.
Oh, you like to fish and hunt and like, bro. I was trying to be a professional bass fisherman at one point when I was a kid. Like my dad, the one thing I used to be like, man, my parents didn't support me in this and this. My dad paid for me to go fish with a professional angler in Houston on his private lake. I think it was like 200 for me and 200 for him. Like, not especially 20 years ago, over 20 years ago. That was the one time I was just like, damn, like, this is something that going to school, people think I'm weird because I like to, fish like this, but it's just like, nah, this is what I want to do. Like, watching Saturday morning cartoons, I'm going from Saturday morning cartoons back to the Bass Classic, or it was a show, Bill Dance, Bill Dance Outdoors. I'm looking at what he's buying, how is he fishing, how does he do this and that. I was studying that, at a young age, and that made me be crazy ass. That made me be like the outsider, hunting. Everybody's just like, oh man, only white people hunt, blah 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 blah. So that made me always feel like, oh fuck, like I guess I gotta play, football. That's what everybody else is doing. I never really liked football. I played basketball, but
of course.
Yeah. But my god brothers, they play basketball, so he's like, that would hit me hard. I couldn't hold it.
Couldn't help myself.
But my god brothers, the Carters, and then my friends down the street growing up, the Toberts, like, they all play basketball, so it's just like, nah, okay, this is the thing that we do. That's why I'll be like, oh, people are a product of their environment. But
how much do you think that mindset holds back
everybody?
Yeah.
Because it's just like, that's why I said it's exposure, man.
Yeah.
It's exposure. Like, we see a lot of shit with like inner city this and that. It's just like, how many people leave their neighborhood? There's people in Austin that haven't left Austin.
Yeah.
There's people on the east side that never been to any part west. You get what I'm saying? Like, people really don't leave their neighborhood. So if you only stay there, you only stay there. You cage yourself. Nah, man, fuck. Like, I might cage myself. Oh, like, I stay out on my property. I'm there doing that. Like, but that's a self-made, right? Instead of it's like, man, it's like any other cage animal. We see it with everything. It's just like once you're there so long, you're more accustomed to the cage. You don't want to. You get stuck. Yeah. That's why motherfuckers that then serve time in jail and they get out
and they want to go back.
They want to go back. Yeah. Cause I
structure.
I'm comfortable there. Structure, blah blah blah. Like I got a schedule, this and that. Yeah. And it's just like, nah, man. I never. And I'm kind of the same way because I've never moved out of Austin. But it's just like, man, I love like everything kind of is here. You know what I mean? And when you travel, it's just like I love HEB too much. You know? Like yo.
But you can still experience things by traveling around. Mm-hmm. I think what you're talking about is people who don't even travel at all.
Yeah, at all. You get stuck. Yeah. If you're stuck here, you're stuck everywhere. We've all been. Once again, you travel. You ever been somewhere and you be like, it don't matter what color they are, you be like, they still at home. You get what I mean? Like, you're still acting like. You get what I mean? It's just like, what's our time, man?
You guys are at 3 hours.
No fucking way.
Easy.
We ain't talked about shit.
I know. I know. We haven't. I know.
We gotta
do little farms,
bruh.
Do little farms. We still got a little bit of time.
Man,
we'll wrap it up here soon, but we got to do little farms.
Yeah, man. I've been trying to raise these chickens and sheep. It's been a rough farming year.
You got to fight a rooster.
Man, after I killed Bruce, let me tell you about that. I killed Bruce, right?
Rest in peace, Bruce.
Fuck Bruce, but rest in peace, Bruce, because that motherfucker was holding it down.
You didn't realize how much he was holding it down until he wasn't there no more.
Until he wasn't there, bro. Hawks start taking shit away. Yep. I had a possum problem for the longest. As soon as I killed him, shit just started popping off, bro. Like, my first few years, like the first 2 years was cool. I've been having them out there. You know, as soon as I bought it, you like one of the first few people that came out there. Had the spot, cool. I never lost a chicken till I killed that motherfucker.
You didn't know what you had until it was gone.
That motherfucker, he'll fight me every time. And then he'll chase Marlene. And then, my son, he ain't paying, 3, so he ain't paying attention to shit. So I'm like, and he started getting spurs on him. So I was just like, nah, I can't have him chasing the kids and all of that. So, yeah. As soon as I took him out, bro. So I lost over half my flock this year.
So how many chickens were you at before Bruce went? Before Bruce had an accident.
Bro, like 60.
And how many we at now?
Like maybe 25.
Dude, Bruce was holding it down.
And I had other roosters that kept shit in check too, but not
the same.
Bruce will fight anybody.
Yeah,
Bruce will fight anybody, and then that motherfucker will get on the highest point of anywhere in that little coop I had him and just crow. But he knew not to fuck with my other rooster, Big Red. I don't condone cockfighting, but Red is a motherfucker. I seen him curve stop a chicken and almost killed him. I had to call him off for the chicken. Bro, watching chickens is fucking crazy.
They're crazy.
The calls, Jurassic Park is nothing but a chicken farm.
Yeah.
All the little things and sounds of the bro, that's a chicken.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I swear, and it's crazy. So like, but yeah, man, I had to trap one possum a week or two ago. Got him out of there. Saw another one eating a chicken that night. I didn't know that possums can run so fast.
Damn, the possums were getting the chickens?
Possums, bro.
Really?
Getting them at night.
I wouldn't even have thought.
I thought it was a raccoon the entire time.
Wouldn't even have thought a possum was coming.
Possum, pulling them off the roost, climbing them up, pulling them off the roost, taking them out.
Dude, owning land is a trip.
It's a
but I bet you just you've probably just gained so much respect for farmers, ranchers,
all of that. The process, the amount of money it takes to do things out there. Like we just got electric dropped, and then my twin boys hooked it up. So we had the pole and everything dropped, but you just get the box. There ain't no little, I was just like, oh fuck, I didn't even think about that shit. Like you go to a house and like all the breakers.
Wait, how's that work?
Exactly.
Hold on. Yeah, hold on.
That's my point.
Hold on. You got electricity dropped at your property.
Yes.
What the fuck does that mean? You mean there's just not electricity there?
I never had electricity there, but I had the poles there, so they can run from the existing poles, but they have to drop a new pole, a new meter pole, and it's just the meter. But the meter didn't have any breakers in it, so we had to add the breakers. So I got the RV hooked up, it's running, the AC's on the entire time, and then I got 4 more outlets for if I need to do whatever else. So that's why I have set up there. But yeah, but the breakers and all that's in the meter box. Somebody have to know how to turn the whole meter off to add the breakers, and you got to know how to do all of that and then run the wires. So my grown ass stepsons, they hooked it up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So,
shout out.
Yeah, Arvin and Arlen, shout out to y'all, man.
So what's the plans with the property now?
Man, it's still the same. I'm just having literally having fun. Like when I tell you, I just be sometimes going through life and like I don't know what be happening. I'm just kind of watching myself. Like I'm just watching my own movie.
There's almost something beautiful about it. Mm-hmm. You know, like obviously we talk about this a lot. We share our. I think people think just because you listen to Joe Rogan, like if you listen to like a lot of the episodes, a majority of his episodes, that like you're obsessed with Joe Rogan, and it's just not the case at all. That's not what it is at all.
Bro, I'm not on half of his supplements that he talks about. I don't have a prescription to AG1 and all of that, all the bullshit. But it's funny how people I feel like more women talk shit about it than anything, but it's just like half of you bitches got your face looking like Kim Kardashian, but nobody says nothing about how many med spas that there's across the fucking, like, bro, on my route I have like 6 different med spas. Yeah. And every one of them, bro, there's one lady that goes way too far, and I'm just like, yo. But y'all got a problem with you listening to Joe Rogan, this and that. Yeah. Listening to Joe Rogan made me go, if this rich motherfucker is trying all this shit
and just having fun,
and
literally lives his life like that,
what the fuck?
Why wouldn't I?
Why wouldn't I?
Yeah, 100%.
He has chickens and cares for his own chickens. What the fuck? Okay, he goes hunting. I've been doing that, so whatever. Like. Oh, he's been working out? Cool. Let me listen to... Okay. He's interested in random weird shit? Oh, it's like... I'm not alone in my thinking of, oh, I want to learn so many different things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm interested
just curious.
in so many... yes. Yeah. And that's, once again, it's just like, because I feel like I did the job to fix my soil. To make sure that, if I do decide to go on a different branch on this journey of life, that is,
Bro, one day he'll have an astronomer on. The next day he has a House of Representative on. Like,
then the next day he's getting fucked up and Ari's pissing in a cup. And then the next day Trump is on. It's just
literally living life.
Being a regular dude, but he has money.
Regular ass dude that just made a lot of money.
Nobody looks at it like that, and it's just like, why can't y'all see how somebody that literally has, we don't know how much he makes, but he has a shit ton of money, and he's still doing shit that he likes to do. He's not trying to impress this person. He's not trying to impress this person. He's impressing himself or pushing himself because that's what he wants to do. Nobody else does that because they're trying to impress somebody next to him.
And in turn,
I feel like I've always been that guy too. It's just like,
100%.
I'm trying to do this because I want to look good for this person. So. Yeah.
God damn it,
It's like, shit, I see you.
I'ma take your ass, bro.
Damn, he's like, man, ain't nobody talking to me, cuz y'all doing all this talking. The fuck?
He just wants to give his thoughts, dude.
Yeah, so, man, I feel like that's why people be hating on Joe Rogan. It's like, if it wasn't for Joe Rogan, I probably wouldn't have tried to do some of the shit I've tried, legit. Like, really, like, this
Yeah.
motherfucker's doing this, I can
Yeah.
do that. Like, when I heard him have chickens, I was just like, I'll be goddamn if my ass don't have chickens.
I got chickens too.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So it's just like him not having property. I was like, he doesn't have property? That's crazy. Like, you should have been and bought a fucking 100-acre ranch.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, if I would, there's 60 acres that my neighbor's trying to sell. And I'm like, if I had the money, I would get it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm trying to shoot some hogs and some deer this year. You know what I mean? And it's just like people don't want to do that, but I don't know, man.
Yeah.
It for me, it's like, once again, it's knowing that I can having nice things and everything, right? You're in a beautiful home too. It's just like, oh man, yeah, we got this, and this, but like, man, being able to catch, going fishing and knowing how to fish, going hunting and literally bringing home the bacon. Not that I go to work and I can go to a store and pay for it, but then when you have an appreciation more of when you do buy it, how hard it is, like farming, like,
Makes you grateful.
as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, same thing like watching fights. It's just like, oh, I know how hard it is. And to get to that level, I know how hard it is. Playing sports, oh, I know how hard it is. So,
Yeah, you have the perspective. It takes
Yeah.
the hater out of you.
mm-hmm.
It takes the hater out of you because
It
now
makes you
you appreciate great things.
Yeah.
And it's so, dude, it's so sad. Like, people just got so much. They're just hater. They don't. I have such an appreciation for people who devoted themselves to something.
But I gotta give grace to the haters too, though, because you're only a hater because you hang out with haters, or your algorithm is just being a hater.
Some people are just haters.
My other theory,
Some people
right?
are haters.
We all have this.
They want to feel better about themselves.
Nah, I don't even know they don't want to feel better about themselves. They want everybody to be on their level of feeling shitty.
Well, it's kind of one of the same, no?
Yeah, yes and no, because if they're want to feel better about themselves, they'll
I see-
you get what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying. They're
It's like,
they're
hey,
hating.
he's going to work. Fuck him going to work. I'm out here not having a job. I hope he get fired.
They want
Instead
you,
of, oh, he going to work. Man, shit, they hiring? You see? That's the same that's the same dude.
They're trying to bring you down to their level versus necessarily like feeling better about themselves.
Yeah.
In a turn, it's kind of the same, but I see their hating is them trying to equalize themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, and once again, shit.
What
give
an
that
unfortunate way to live.
Give a motherfucker 3.5 and have him real. Like, bro, we like after the ceremonies, we normally talk, right? Because it lasts all night, you know, or depending on how you do it, you know, it's gonna last 6 to 8 hours, depending on how much you do. And I remember this one lady was just like, "Yo, I am the problem. I'm a dick."
Mm-hmm.
Like. My husband was right the entire time, and I was just
Ego
like,
death.
yo.
Ego, that's a motherfucker, bro.
She's like, I gotta go apologize to this motherfucker because I've been actually, this is a woman admitting accountability that it is her being a dick. I ain't been close to the mic in the whole time, but if that alone doesn't let you know the power of mushrooms, to have a woman take accountability of her being not even partly saying, oh, I'm part of the problem. Yo, the power, what? Take a 3.5 and have some self-reflection, like, yo, I'm if there's a petition to sign of like, hey, do you think? Yes. Because yes, indubitably, everybody. I feel like, man, we have a holiday to get fucked up. Every holiday is involving some type of alcohol.
Yeah, we should have a psychedelic day, bro. Could you imagine? All the U.S.
The wheels are
doing
falling off anyway, right?
Yeah.
Everything is kind of going. You're like, hold on, wait.
Could you imagine the entire country doing mushrooms at the same time? That would be... Dude, that would be crazy. You're onto something.
We have a holiday for everything else. 420. We know people smoking all day. You smell it in the air depending on what part of town you in. Right? Fucking Cinco de Mayo ain't been a real fucking holiday. We just decided, hey, we gon' today, what's happening? We don't even know, but we drinking. Cerveza, you know, so fuck. We do it for most holidays. Hey, everybody got the food. Who bringing the alcohol? Who got the bottles?
Yeah, it's such a everybody. Yeah.
So you can't have one day to be like, hey, this is a self-reflecting group work. Everybody got their mushrooms. All right, we could treat it like what's that fucking movie? The Purge. We know what time it's about to start. Have a countdown like the fucking New Year's.
We just
all drop. Boom.
That'd be so much fun, bro.
You make everything else mandatory. Do that shit. The whole planet got to fucking take a 3.5.
They would never, because they know. Like
that's why it's illegal.
Yeah, of course.
Why? And it goes to this, right? And it makes me mad. Like, if you're working on self, there should be a couple months that you don't need to go see your therapist because you're fixed, right? I don't need to take my truck to go get worked on every month. It should be good to go, right?
Periodically.
Periodically.
Do a little tune-up.
Yeah,
periodically. A little tune-up, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's the same thing with the mushrooms. Hey, periodically.
Yeah.
Hey, but you don't need it all the time.
I realized this at a rave last year. We went to Lost Lands.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a 3-day festival. We're in Ohio. Taylor and I and our buddy Keith, we all went up there. And you're in this crowd. You're on illicit substances. For us, just the good stuff, the normal stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And you're looking around, and there's a gay person, black person, Asian people. There's all these different types of people that, there's always some kind of, it feels like the media or it feels like whoever the powers be in are always trying to put some friction in between us. But you're in this, there's 100,000 of us. We're in this crowd, and we're all just like the vibe that you experience or what you experience at those places is so magical because you realize that we all can easily exist with each other. Easily.
Yep.
It's very simple. And you do it in these areas where people are like, you look out for everybody there. And again, there's no such thing as absolutes. There's always one motherfucker or a handful of people, right? That's just life.
That goes back to heaven needs hell.
Yeah. There's always going to be that, right? There's always going to be that. But the majority of the people at this festival are all trying to just have a harmonious, great time. And I was talking to Taylor, we're tripping. And you just look around and you see all these different types of people. And I just look at Taylor and I'm like, oh, they don't want you to experience this. Because then you wouldn't be mad at Jill across the street. You wouldn't be mad at Trump. You wouldn't be mad at Biden. You wouldn't be mad at X, Y, and Z. It's not lucrative. It's not going to make them money. It's not getting clicks. It's not getting anything. Outrage. They're constantly trying to keep you outraged. And if you're sitting there buying into it, you are a part of the problem. Even if you believe you're on the good side, you are still a part of the problem. Every time you go to social media and you post a gotcha, or every time you fight, like, you are a part of the problem regardless of your moral standings, of your beliefs.
And once again, it's a money thing. It all comes down to
the money.
Every time.
Never without fail, dude.
Like,
never without fail. The more you find
psychedelics and weed
came down.
It might get to a point where it's like, oh, you can do it, and then they're gonna go, oh shit,
dude, mushrooms.
Things are getting too good out here. We got to get one that's crazy.
Mushrooms made me quit a nicotine vape on the spot.
Yeah.
on the spot.
Yeah.
Those things have you by the balls. Because they're just right there.
Yeah.
They're in your hand.
Get that
It's
little
always
hit.
there.
You're good.
The sugar.
Mm-hmm.
No one thinks about that. I didn't think about that. Duncan Trussell, apparently, he said that he thinks he got diabetes from it.
I believe it.
And you don't even comprehend, especially if you get those ultra sweet ones. They are sweet as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And again, at the rave, mushrooms took a hit of the vape pen, and the mushrooms went.
Don't
you're
do that no
you're
more.
done with that. And boom, threw them away. Never
Yeah.
bought another one ever again.
Yeah.
Just instantly. That goes back to the ibogaine.
Mm-hmm.
Freaking dripping it into this fentanyl problem. Slowly, if you just... Again, I don't know if we were talking about it when it was recording or not, but it takes 42 pounds of psilocybin to kill you.
Yep.
You will never, ever
You know how much
eat
weed
that
you gotta
much
smoke
ever.
to overdose?
I
You
don't
know
even know. I don't even know the number, but I know it's
stupid.
stupid. Snoop Dogg,
Bruh,
Wiz Khalifa, like they would have been dead.
he ain't dead. He just hungry.
Yeah, like
You know what I'm saying? But you tell me a pinprick can end my life?
yeah,
What?
yeah. We're talking about just a smidge of fentanyl.
Cause don't they say the dosage is how you measure poison? Like, okay, if it only takes that much, I think that's poison,
Yeah,
right? If it takes the entire room, I think I could be safe.
yeah,
Come
Yeah.
on, man.
yeah.
Like it for me, it's like, oh, it's not that simple. I'm like, so why can't it be?
But marketing's a motherfucker, dude. Marketing.
But once again, nobody's okay with themselves.
Anybody who's
So-
take marketing courses know that marketing is inherently racist as fuck.
Bro, when go back and watch like legit TV with
They
commercials.
teach you how to market to each race, religion, people, type of people.
Mm-hmm.
It is inherently racist.
Bro, when McDonald's has a jingle and if be the cool black guy, and you're like, hold on, why you have to sing it like that? Then you go to another channel, it's just like, nope, they ain't got. Where did that go? You know what you're doing.
And then you look at what channel
Knowing
you're on.
that sugar is the food's cocaine, like knowing that Coca-Cola still uses fucking cocaine flavor in their Coke is crazy. That don't like, bro. There's so many things that I'm like. So we're just gonna be cool with all of this, but man, look, I ain't gonna run your podcast for you, but
We gotta wrap this shit up.
we gotta wrap this up,
I'm hungry.
and I gotta pee.
I'm hungry as a motherfucker.
We ain't even get into none
Didn't talk
other
about
shit.
bro.
We talked about a whole bunch of mushrooms.
Bro, if someone kept up with this episode, hey.
We're proud of you. And we thank you.
Yeah.
But take mushrooms. Do yourself a favor. Take mushrooms. Be better for yourself and others around you. Do it responsibly though. Find a group. Find a place that is safe. If you need to, you can reach out to me or my wife Marlene to put you in contact with somebody that can help you with your travels.
Branden motherfucking Little.
I do a lot of things. We didn't get into all
No.
the things. I'm trying to breed my dog soon. You know what I mean?
Get into the hunting dogs.
Man, then get into
Hunting.
quail hunting,
Nope.
man.
Nope.
And this should be a good year. It's been raining.
Boy.
A lot of green grass. A lot of critters. Got that quail population should be up. Man, I'm trying to tell you.
We'll do it again, my brother. Tell
Yeah.
everybody where they can find you.
Oh man, I don't know none of my handles. I am not gonna lie to you.
I can tell
but
At AhLittle Muay Thai.
there you go.
Yeah, we'll tag it at the bottom.
Facebook and Instagram.
Yeah.
Don't have no Twitter or TikTok.
Yeah.
But
If you want to learn Muay Thai,
AhLittle Muay Thai. I'm still out of my garage, y'all. I do more small groups and private lessons. But if you want to get in the game, man,
but he's got 4 champions under his belt.
I make champions. I tell everybody I'll make you better than what I was, and that's a fact.
It is. It is.
Everybody has a better record than mine is, and proof is in the pudding. So
It's true. It's true. You do a hell of a job, man.
Hey, man.
You
I
changed
try.
my life.
Hey.
And I appreciate you, dude.
Hey, man. It's been a journey, man. It's been a journey. I can get into all the soppy stuff, but leaving the gym was a process, man. You know, like how you like, oh man, I thought, sorry for not going with you, and I ain't gonna lie, like I do it on tape. Like I had a little bit about it, but like I said, I've been on that journey. It was just like giving people grace. You got to go through your thing. I got to go through mine, and it's just a journey, man. And love you, brother. You know what I mean?
Too.
So it is what it is, and I appreciate you, man. It's cool finally fucking doing this.
Hell
man.
yeah, we'll do it again.
Yeah, we got to. We got more to talk about.
Oh,
we'll keep it structured next time, man.
Right. Hey, there's nobody I would have rather have done this with. Episode fucking 40.
Oh,
Let's
what
go,
is
bro.